7:06 right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Good morning, everybody. Christian, Lauren, and Jake now with me, and here we are starting off a work week. It is Monday. Yippee skippy. Here we go. But you know what? Put in your 5 days this week, and it's a Labor Day weekend, my friends. None of us will be here next Monday. I want you to remember that.
I know. I already thought about it as I was sitting in there because I have so much on my plate today going, this time next week you'll be in bed. This time next week you'll be in bed.
You'll be sleeping. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So, a big week for Fair, Stark County Fair, Canfield Fair, high school football back, baseball going on heading towards the end of the season. I mean, there's a lot.
Yeah. A
lot of things going on. School's back in session, but not all of you yet still. But a lot of you, you're back. So much going on already. Glad you are with us. Thanks for having us on, whether it's the radio, whether you're at our website streaming us at Q92radio.com, whether you just started watching us today on Facebook and YouTube. Q92 Radio on Facebook, Q92 on YouTube. Be sure to like and follow our Facebook page and also subscribe to our YouTube page. This hour, Akron Rubber Ducks tickets. They got some home games left this season. You could be at one of them. 4-pack of tickets good for any home game this season. Going to give that away in the 7 o'clock hour. We got tickets to see the Black Crows at MGM Northfield Park Friday, September 27th as well. That's in the 8 o'clock hour. Let me see here. 9 o'clock hour. Mark Johnson from News Channel 5 will be joining us. We're talking about heat this week. We have that going on for you here this morning. Our phone number, 330-450-9292. Our text line, 330-269. 9292. Text messages 10-time excavating guy checking in. Let's get after it. SS Supervisor checking in. Going to be a hot week. Have a great day. Thank you. Going to the Canfield Fair this year, Christian. I will. Don't know what day yet, but absolutely going to go to you gotta go to the Canfield Fair. Good morning, Christian. Aaron with Retroholics checking in. Hope you have a great Monday, sir. Retroholics. They got old video games, don't they?
They do. They have so much more than that, though. They have old video game consoles. You can get accessories. They have plushies. They have games.
Do you have original NESs?
Probably.
If so, I'd like to go to your website and look. I know they have those new ones you can just plug in, and I want the original. You know
the original NES?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like an original. And they're still around. You got to look, but they're still around. Good morning. Have a great Monday. Good morning to you. You have a great Monday. Have a stupendous Monday. Oh, man, we're off and running at 7:09. You guys pumped?
For?
Just Monday being at work.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Marketing Maven Girl checking in.
Good morning.
Oh, man, that's fantastic. All right, text message just says from. Good morning from Trash Guys at American Landfill. Good morning.
Oh, yeah, good morning.
Random Swift. Oh, there you go. Next test. Random Swifty Girl. Checking in. Random Swifty. Glad you're with us. Her man's getting ready to start his football season in 2 weeks.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, NFL starts next week.
Oh, you mean Taylor Swift, not Random Swifty.
No, I meant Swift. Taylor Swift's man.
I know that, but you said, good morning, Random Swifty. Her man's about to start this, so...
Oh, I assumed you could figure that out.
I didn't transition. Didn't happen.
Taylor Swift and her man with the mustache. And the clean-shaven mustache look he's going with now. Like, it's all clean.
Yeah.
Just the stash.
He did that last year.
And he
Same time. He reminds me of, like from... I
think the stash is
Top Gun. I think so, too.
I think a regular just mustache is going to happen.
Yeah. He has a good mustache, though. I mean, some people try and do a mustache and...
Go to our...
Doesn't work.
It's affecting the high school kids.
Oh, really?
Go to our Q92 Sports Facebook page. Anthony Perry, the receiver and punter for West Branch. We interviewed him. Fantastic mustache. He might have a little bit of the...
Yeah.
But it looks like just a mustache. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
He looks like Benson Boone.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, look at you. So I'm telling you, I don't like it. I don't support it. But I think mustaches are going to happen.
You know, I know a couple of kids like at Hoover that have a ton of facial hair, like beards, mustaches.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're too young. Like, don't.
Not to sound at all like get off my lawn, because I really don't care, but I don't remember facial hair being that allowed when we were kids.
Oh, no. You had to be clean shaven. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
They would come and give you like this ragged razor that had been in the school nurse's desk for eons, and it cost about 50 cents to make.
Like, yo, kids can have like face tats now.
You always knew
facial hair.
The guys would come back with such bad razor burn. You're like, oh, they made you shave.
Oh, they got you.
Yeah.
I just think that's kind of interesting. I don't necessarily bothered by it, but I'm just like, man, you can have flat out beards in high school now and no one cares.
No, they really don't.
Goatee, go have that.
And that's like these dress codes. Like, okay, we're getting older. I get it. But I see some of these first day of school pics and like their entire midriff is showing. And I'm like, do you have any idea what would have happened to us back in the day?
Yeah, we got sent home.
We probably would have been suspended.
You got called the office or you got sent home.
Maybe not on a first offense, but if it happened more than once, you'd be suspended.
Fire chief checking in. Don't forget hydration. Your health is number one.
That's true.
Yes, we do, Christian. They are harder to find, but we have the console controllers and games in stock. Nice.
Told you, you've never been to Retroholics? They used to be in North Canton, then they moved to the mall.
Oh, they're at the mall now?
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. Good morning from Trump Girl. Make your Monday great.
Good morning.
Morning to you. Appreciate everybody saying good morning this morning. Let's make it a good morning together, huh, people? We can do this. We can also play Shabuzi. A bar song. Q92. Hey. Yeah. You have a crazy day at work? Your craziest day at work?
You have no idea. I can top yours.
I'm sure.
I just feel bad, like, saying it because everything's fine, like, and this person's a really good person, but I would have to say, like, truly, everybody makes mistakes. But
absolutely.
It was probably the day that the owner of our company got arrested, and I was in charge of PR and marketing. That was probably one of those days where I was like, oh, like.
Just like staring at the like empty press release with your computer, like,
how do I put this? Well, and then press started showing up at our business. So it was like we had to close and lock doors and no statements until we had a professionally drafted state. Like that was probably the and it was emotional too because I loved the guy. Like he was, he was a great person, made some mistakes. I mean, but yeah, that was. Oh yeah, that was probably my biggest. Oh my God, day at work.
I was for real scared. I just wish I was given more detail.
Yeah.
I came in and my boss at the time, and he had a very serious look on his face. Mm-hmm. I knew immediately he was not playing.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, stay in here. Don't come out till I tell you. And my first thought was like, well, if I'm in here, I'm kind of trapped.
This kind of sounds like, this kind of sounds like when my sister told my parents she was pregnant. And I all I did was come down the stairs and my dad turned around and he was like, stop where you are, turn around, go back upstairs. We'll let you know when your ride's here. Like, because I was waiting for a friend to pick me up. I was like, okay.
Upstairs I go.
Right.
I talked about this for a little bit ago. Lauren, not a fan of this. I understand. What do these scientists really know? What do these people in these rooms really know?
Yeah.
But according to metrics or whatever you want to do, again, Zeus, the dating site that I used back in the day, they found out things that will get you more responses when reaching out to women on this dating app. Listen to this. Messaging and complimenting a girl on her glasses, 39% more responses than normal. Complimenting her eyes, 11% more responses. And 13% if you compliment her tattoo. But glasses, your chances go up 39% that she writes back to you.
How in God's name would you come up with percentages like this? What did you...
I don't know.
Put out a national call. If you've got glasses and eyes...
You look at the... I guess,
and you online date, we want to talk to you.
I assume that they can look at everything that gets a response. I imagine they can see everything that goes on in the world of Zeusk, and that they see complimenting with glasses gets more responses. Maybe there's some, I don't know.
Why are they reading people's messages?
Because it's the internet. Everyone does it.
No, they should not be reading those. And Zeusk, if it's private messaging and you're getting a compliment,
I don't know.
The only time that Zeusk should be reading through those is with the FBI if there's a problem.
Please,
okay?
we're on Facebook. If you say steak, Longhorn shows up in your news feed 2 seconds later. You don't. If Facebook's allowed, I'm pretty sure Zeusk is. And it even says, "Don't be afraid to be a little flirty." Listen to these words that will get you more responses. Man, I'm trying to help. 66% more responses by using the word adorable.
Here we go again.
42%, the word trouble. Oh, you're trouble. Girls like that. Ooh, stop
I know.
it,
They always
Darren.
giggle if you say, because you've got
Stop
this line.
It, Darren, enter.
Yeah, if people are like, Canton, you're like, oh, you're trouble. And they
Canton.
do laugh. They
Yeah.
always laugh.
Well, if a girl says Canton, she'll key your car. 26% more responses if you use the word crush. I've got a little crush on you.
That's better than adorable.
You think?
Yeah.
66%. Yeah.
This goes back to our conversation last week about the difference between the terms hot and cute. Okay? Adorable is something that I would say like to describe pictures of my children when they were little.
I got you.
When they had their Easter best on.
Everyone loves their Easter best.
Q92. We've got a heat wave on the way beginning today. 90 degrees for the high, sunshine mixing with clouds, maybe an isolated thunderstorm here and there. Overnight cloudy for the most part, our low near 70. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you on your radio, streaming on our website, Q92radio.com. You can watch now live on Facebook and on YouTube. As a matter of fact, we're going to hook somebody that checks out the live video feed on Facebook and YouTube this morning with a 6-person African Safari Wildlife Park VIP car pass. Going to give it away to someone that goes over, clicks the like button, and did we do the giraffe yet? You could feed a giraffe at the park.
Just do a giraffe. I think on Friday we just did like any animal.
Any animal. We're going to be specific today because you can feed a giraffe.
It's true.
So, and don't think I won't use bison later on this week because I will. So today, giraffe. I want to see giraffes in the comments section. If you like the live video feed and put a giraffe in there, you have a chance to be selected. If Lauren randomly picks you at the end of the show, 6-person African Safari Wildlife Park VIP car pass. It's a beautiful thing. Drive to Port Clinton, drive through and feed some animals. It'll be a great time. Fantastic time. Giraffe-like giraffe. There you go. You're good to go, everybody. Again, hope you guys had a great weekend. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you got out there and did something. Good times had by all. Football is back. And I was at West Branch.
Yeah.
New AD there. Great guy.
Mm-hmm.
Running around like a chick with his head cut off.
Oh, I'm sure. It was
trying to do everything. And awesome guy. But I felt so bad. One of the sets of lights went out during the game.
Like stadium lights?
Yeah. Not all of them. Just one. Just one of them went out. And I was like, oh. I was like, this poor guy. This is what he gets for his first Friday night.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Oh, yeah, it's Ryan Wolf. A very nice guy. Very gracious. Hooked us up perfectly for the broadcast of the game. But I was like, man. Because it's got to be a lot of work as athletic director to run a Friday night at a high school
I'm
football
sure,
game.
Yeah.
There are so many things you're in charge of, from setting the field up to getting everything, checking all the equipment, checking all the headsets, checking your scoreboard, setting up the people to do the concessions, setting up the people to get tickets. I mean, you don't just show up and be like, all right, ready for the game.
Yeah, no.
So all the athletic directors, shout out to you guys. That's a lot of work, and y'all are very busy right now with fall sports. You got somewhere to be every day. Golf, soccer, football.
Yeah.
Missing a fall
It's
sport.
a busy season. No.
Volleyball.
Yeah.
Volleyball's going on right now. That's kind of always been I hate to say it, a weird dream job for me. I would love to be an athletic director.
Really?
Yes. I think I would love it.
I think you would too. I think it suits your personality.
Oh my God, I would love it. I would love to run the website. I'd love to update everything and run. Oh, I'd love to schedule games. I'd love to be at them. I'd love to know.
Yeah. I could see that for you.
Someone give me a chance. That's close to my house.
We're specific with the districts
I'd rather
and everything.
not drive an hour. I mean, I'd do that all.
Do you have any salary requirements you'd like to just throw out there now?
No, bar's not that high. Just give me something and a little bit of benefits.
Gotcha.
We'll be good. We'll be good. You ever like a job like you kind of wished you're like, you know what?
Yeah, I told you, air traffic controller.
You really, honestly would be like,
I don't know. I'd have to try it first.
You truly be like, that's something I think I want to pursue.
No, actually, what I wanted to be, and I wish I would have maybe continued down that path. Like, I wanted to do it, and then life happened, and then, like, now as I get older, I'm kind of like, yeah, I kind of wish I would. I always wanted to be a neonatal nurse practitioner.
Neonatal nurse practitioner.
Yeah.
That's a good title.
Yeah.
That's way longer than athletic director. Yeah. Jesus.
That's what I was supposed to go to school for. Like when I graduated high school, that's where I was headed. And then I met my husband.
See that? So
Yeah.
it all worked out the
It
right.
did.
But is there a career, a job field that they came to you?
Yeah.
It would make you seriously consider leaving here.
Running a nonprofit.
Like just running a nonprofit 100%?
Mhm.
Yours or any?
Preferably mine, but I like nonprofit work. So
Yeah. I'm telling you, if an athletic director job, I would be like, wait, I gotta think about this. Instead of most, I'd be like, nah, I'm good. I like what I do. I'd be like, hold on.
Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie. Can we have a discussion?
Yeah.
Like, Jake, is there a career that if it came to you, you'd have to think about it? It wouldn't be like an exact no. You'd be like, ooh, I got to think about this.
Probably either filming or editing for like a really big YouTuber or like a TV series.
Or a TV series.
Yeah. Or like
so if someone came to you about a true job in video editing for a show, whether it be streaming on YouTube or a television show.
Yeah, specifically like reality TV. Like I've always wanted to be a camera guy for Catfish, the TV show.
Oh.
That's a specific. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
He knows
specific.
where he wants to go.
Okay. You like that show still?
I haven't watched it since the one dude left, but
Well, then what do you...
They just
I
liked it.
used to watch it all the time.
I loved it at first. Then I was like, okay, this is no longer... Now we're fake. Like, I thought it was real in the beginning.
Yeah.
But then they had to come out with these really outlandish ones because, like, after a while, people figured out you were getting catfish.
Right.
Yeah.
But when it first came out, I agree. When it first came out, I was like, was it Thursday night? I'd watch it like, whoa. There was some mean, oh, man, some people got caught. I just wonder, is there a job you guys have out there that would make you, if a field came to you, that you'd be like, I might change careers? Lauren's running a nonprofit. I'm an athletic director. Jake is a videographer and editor for maybe a YouTuber or TV, specifically catfish. Let me see here. An AD is a job for someone with no kids or older kids. You're never home at night.
I could see that too.
Hours are crazy, though. Work all school day, then go to all evening game. Look at y'all crushing my dream.
Well, they're bringing up valid points. I think if that's your dream, you should know the pros and cons.
Yeah. Apparently there's some cons. Break time. Oh, that was earlier. I missed that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Vet Tech girl checking in. Keep your pets cool. Watch out for hot pavement and hot sidewalks. They will cause paw pad burns. Not good. Not good. Little late, but happy Monday. Stark County Jail Clerk here. Have a great day. Thank you.
Good morning.
Appreciate you. Good morning. Hope you all have a great day. 49ers girl is with us. Good morning, DJ Dinger checking in. Who else has to go to 3 different schools on all different sides of town? I do not. That doesn't sound fun.
No.
Why do you have to go to 3 different schools?
Maybe their kids like in elementary school, middle school, and high school.
Someone said, I want to start a business called Helping Hands and gather stuff for families in need. I do something like that currently for our small community, but I would love to make it something big.
That would be nice.
Good morning, Parachute Packer here. God bless you.
Yes, good morning.
I always want to be, I was restaurant manager at Hooters. This person would change their
Dream
career.
big.
Wow. Restaurant manager at Hooters. Good food. I'll stand by that. Breaded chicken wings and curly fries in this cool, like, brown, like, wood or bamboo bowl.
Nice.
Man. Hey, guys. So I would love to make a nonprofit to help families after losing kids from things like addiction, specifically, and no, not CPS county work.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So you like to do something to help families and kids? Okay, that's good. See, some of you guys have one. Good morning from Payroll Girl. Hello, Payroll Girl.
Are you still doing payroll at your new place? That's what I need to know.
That's a good question.
Are you going to change your... You have to tell us if you change your early riser name, like be very specific, like formerly, till we catch on.
Yeah, formerly known as.
Because I like to know for the ones that we've met, like, I pair their face, like, if we've met them with who they are.
Someone texted in, I would think about if a police officer, state highway patrolman
That's awesome.
came my way.
Mhm.
All right, someone would think about changing careers if that came along. It's interesting to think about what career opportunity would come along that would make you truly think about leaving where you're at if it came to you. Someone's like, I want you to do this. Good morning, white van guy here. I would love to go back to school to be a fire medic.
Oh.
So if that came your way, you'd be like, I think I might think about that. I'm still Payroll. Payroll Girl is still Payroll.
We're still intact with that name.
We're good. Sports right now coming up. Rubber Ducks tickets to give away. It's today's hit music, Q92.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
The Cleveland Guardians beat the Rangers yesterday 4-2. They improved their record to 75-55 on the season. They maintain a 3-game lead over the Minnesota Twins and Kansas City Royals in the AL Central. The Guardians will be back in action this afternoon at 1:10 p.m. at home against the Kansas City Royals. It's a makeup game from a June 5th cancellation. Nick Sandlin will be on the mound for the Guardians. On Saturday, the Cleveland Browns traded defensive tackle Chris Williams to the Chicago Bears. In exchange for Williams in a 2025 7th-round pick, the Browns will receive a 2025 6th-round pick from Chicago. And Harrisburg beat the Rubber Ducks yesterday by a score of 3-2. The Ducks' record now falls to 70-50 on the season. The Ducks are off today before hosting Bowie at Canal Park tomorrow afternoon at 12:05 p.m. That's a look at sports right here on today's hit music, Q92.
Did you find the article?
Big Brother's watching.
See?
Documentary is in the works. Claims Dayton is home of one of the largest covens of vampires. What in the blue hell? I don't recall vampires.
I mean, what is
in
it
Ohio.
like? After the club, you're walking down an alley and they're like,
Dayton News. Is Dayton home of the largest coven of vampires?
well, is it true or are people just saying it's true?
I suppose this is the third straight article. I guess Netflix is doing a doc right now.
Really?
About it. There's one in the works right now. How? Ohio? Ohio. You could sell me on maybe like, Boston, Massachusetts, where all the witches were and things like that. Because you already got a little spooky thing settled down there. Ohio? Dayton? Vampires?
Vampires of the Gem City. That's what they're shooting right now.
That is insane to me. Dude, wow. Now, are we talking like real? We're talking like people that pretend to be vampires?
It says for the last 30 years, Dayton, Ohio has been home to the largest coven of vampires outside of the New Orleans area.
What?
When a man goes missing in a goth nightclub, they use as their headquarters. The case goes cold until a police officer comes forward in 2008 with a story. They were investigating the disappearance of a 26-year-old George Philip Gall, best known by Phil or Philip, who went missing in October 94 in Dayton. Police officer told the Dayton Daily News that he believed Gall was involved in a ritual cult. Uh-oh. He also claimed the bar Gall was last seen in near Asylum, which was on South Main Street, was a secret meeting place for vampires. The state declared him dead in 2002. But they never found him.
This is insane. This is insane.
The story was that Gall was supposed to have been involved in an ritual in the upper floors of the bar and then was beheaded. That head was then sold as a relic for the people that were involved. It's gross.
So maybe we have vampires in Dayton. And Netflix is working on a documentary. There's apparently a vampire bar. And apparently on the third floor of the vampire bar that everyone knows about, they kill people.
There's some weird things. Weird things that go down upstairs.
Guy disappeared. Never. 7:37 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Still to come this hour. 4-pack of tickets to see the Akron Rubber Ducks, good for any home game at Canal Park the rest of this season. We're going to give those away when you hear the cue to call. Be caller number 10. And we will hook you up. 8 o'clock hour, Black Crowes tickets. And if you go over to the live video feed on Facebook and YouTube and click the like button and put the giraffe emoji in the comment section, you will have a chance to win an African Safari Wildlife Park VIP car pass. So make sure you go over there and do that. Fill it up with giraffes, and you'll be good to go. You'll be good to go. So the astronauts are stranded till next year.
Yeah. Man, how bummed would you be if you were like, mission control to SpaceX, psh, you're coming home in February. Can you imagine? I would be like, I'm sorry, what?
It was supposed to be 10 days.
Yeah.
They're floating up there right now, and they're not coming home. They're going to miss Thanksgiving.
Yes.
They're going to miss. Now, some astronauts do this, and they plan this.
That would be different.
That's different. This was not part of the plan. They were supposed to be back in a week.
10 days. 10 days turned into 8 months.
They won't come back until February.
You know what I'm curious about is they're going to send back their docking station.
How pissed would you be if it landed safely?
I know. That's what I'm curious to see because it says it's supposed to land in New Mexico.
And that's where I was going to say. I was like, I'd be like, if that son of a bitch lands and there's no issue, I'm going to be so pissed off.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it blows up, you're like, oh.
Thank you, Jesus.
Okay, February's fine. Right. February's fine.
We're good.
Woo! But if you watch that thing just safely and gracefully land,
yeah,
you're going to be pissed. There's probably going to be some people from Boeing going, told you.
Yeah, I mean, Boeing doesn't have a real great name right now. Not just because of this.
Isn't there a little bit of back and forth, like some people saying, we can do it. Some people going, no, you can't.
Yeah, I think there's some disagreement among scientists, yes. But I mean, can you imagine being in that room? You have no idea what they were talking about. Like, they literally have some of the smartest people in the world working on this.
If they're wrong, you're dead.
For sure.
So, I
hate to say it, but I mean, it's very possible they'll be wrong about this. You know what I mean? Like, to me, I think that there's no certainty. When you take a human being and fly them to outer space, there is no certainty. You cannot guarantee certainty.
No. And when there's trouble, when you come back in.
Yeah, that heat shield.
Something's wrong with that heat shield.
The whole thing
or if the thrusters go out and you can't get.
Well, that's the issue. There's so many thrusters, and they've had so many thruster issues with this. Yeah. It's like, that is what, so for those that don't know, because I am a huge space geek, like when it comes to this kind of stuff, the thrusters are what keep the shuttle on course. And when they are re-entering the Earth's atmosphere, they have to re-enter it at a very specific place. And if that thruster's not working, it could get them off course, and they could not re-enter where they're supposed to re-enter. Like, it's very critical that all of the thrusters are working.
A lot of numbers, a lot of calculations go into that. Yeah. Very much so. But, man, I mean, I really hope they get home safe. I feel terrible that they have to literally hang out there till February. I'm sure they're fine, but it's just like, man.
I feel like because it's been at the forefront of everybody's news feed. I mean, to me, you have to have at least heard about this at some point, that this is happening.
Yeah.
I feel like they should do, like, do you remember back for Apollo 13 how they would, like, Jim Lovell and all that, like, they went on broadcast TV. They were like, hi, you know, from outer space, blah, blah, blah. Like, show us they're okay. I feel like that's fair.
Have they? Well, they have that NASA channel that no one watches. Have they been on that at all?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I've seen still pictures, but I haven't seen video.
C-SPAN maybe would do a little bit of that.
Maybe. Like, I want to know that this is legit. Like, something didn't happen. They're like, well, maybe if we just delay it long enough. No. Like, I just need a visual on them.
I know. I think they said, but they give an exact date when they're going to bring them.
What if we could get them on the show? We couldn't.
What are they doing? They're probably bored.
They've got all the time in the world.
Like, can you get a StreamYard link if we send it to you up there in the space station? Join us. What are you guys doing? Nothing. But did they give a date for bringing home the module?
They didn't give a specific date. They just said February of 2025.
No, I mean bringing home the one without them.
Oh, October, but they didn't give an exact date.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah, it's coming back in October.
I can't wait for that. They better be getting some crazy overtime pay.
You would think, like, triple overtime.
Listen, I don't know if they if they signed a I won't sue you thing, but if I were them,
I'm pretty sure there's a waiver involved.
Me and Boeing are going to be on Judge Judy. I think Boeing should have been able to make planes that don't almost fall out of the sky before they graduate to spaceships.
You know what, though? Boeing's been working on space stuff, space technology for a very long time. Like, people just didn't really realize it until NASA opened it up and said, okay, we'll work with outside agencies, because we all know the NASA program has been struggling funding-wise. They haven't sent a whole lot of rockets, manned rockets. There's been test rockets that have go up by themselves to the space station. They said, you know what? I think it's more cost-effective because there's places like Boeing, SpaceX, things like that, you've got Elon Musk sending people to space that can help. And it'll alleviate some of that cost burden. So they actually bid for these rockets. They're probably a little upset with themselves that they went ahead and took Boeing's bid.
Yeah, looking back.
Like, they're basically looking for a taxi service to outer space, if that makes sense.
They want to make it commercial.
Yes.
I hope these astronauts are getting overtime. It's another one.
Oh, for sure.
5-star dad bod checking in, looking like a pair. Hey, 5-star dad bod. But yeah, if you haven't been following, don't worry. We'll follow this story for you till the end.
Oh, for sure. I'm invested.
The spaceship or module, whatever you want to call it, is due to come home sometime in October. No date given. Without them, they are scheduled to come home another way in February.
Yeah. I mean, I was so invested. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, I had to send you the link. I was like, oh my God, they're staying. They're staying.
Man, oh man. It's 7:43. Jelly Roll, need a favor. It's Q92. I want to talk about pen pals for a second while we have a few minutes. I really do.
I know.
And I actually have heard of this before. but I never really stumbled and actually went to the webpage. And I'll tell you, it's very interesting. And it all somehow leads back to Jake.
Doesn't it most of it?
Yeah, and it's always when you least expect it, too.
I know. When yesterday he just kind of busted something out of left field, and I'm like,
huh.
What'd you say?
So I forget if it was in my newsfeed for Facebook or Instagram or even X. I don't remember, but I saw like jailbabes.com. Now, when you hear that, you think porn. No.
No, it's not.
It is zero porn.
Yeah.
Not at all. What is jailbabes.com? Some of you right now are going, ooh, I know, pick me. Well, for those of you sitting in your chairs going, I have no earthly idea what the hell jailbabes is, because it sounds like porn, doesn't it?
It does.
You know what I mean? It's just when you say it.
Like role-playing or something
like, were
weird
you on
and kinky.
jailbabes.com at work? I was.
Right. You're
It
fired.
is women in prison that are seeking pen pals.
Yeah.
And they're able to post pictures of themselves and descriptions and everything.
Yeah. It's odd.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they even break them down by age on this website, where you can look for girls. The breakdown is 18 to 23, 24 to 26. That's an odd bracket. 27 to 29, 30, 32, 30, and it goes all the way up to 51 plus. So all these women are in jail, and they'd like someone to talk. Listen.
And like none of them are in jumpsuits or like striped
No,
outfits.
These
They're
are
in like
pictures from like your Facebook profile.
like before they hit the clink.
Yes. For instance, I just clicked on Summer. Her name is Summer. Love the description. Read this yesterday. I was like, well done. Hey, y'all, my name is Summer, but they call me Yummy Summy. Love, loyalty, and respect is what I live by. I'm a queen lioness, and I'll protect the ones I love. I'm a fun-loving, outdoorsy type of girl. I love to be adventurous and also enjoy being just laid back in a hammock. I love to be spontaneous, too, and just jump in the car and go, not knowing where we might end up, like prison. I'm sweeter than honey, but meaner than a yellow jacket. So if I sound like your kind of tea, hit me up. Looking forward to hearing from you. And it tells you her full name. It tells you even where she's incarcerated. This girl, let's see where she's at. Her earliest release date is March of 2026. She's born in 94. Tampa, Florida is where she's in jail. And it doesn't say what they're in jail for.
Okay, unless they say, because like I'm looking
Some
at
they
one
do.
now. This is Daphne from West.
92. And we are giving away a 4-pack of tickets good for any home game to see the Akron Rubber Ducks this season. Just give us a call right now. Be caller number 10, 330-450-9292. Caller 10, you're going to see the Rubber Ducks, thanks to Q92. What was your craziest day at any job you ever had? I had a couple. Not so much here, but at my other one in Youngstown.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say the craziest day is when the police escorted one of my coworkers out of the building. Like, came in. Escorted. I was told to stay in the production room and not come out.
Oh.
Until it was okay.
It wasn't here.
Oh, I just said it. No, it was in Youngstown.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Before, yeah. Yeah, there was, I think I've told this story before, but there was a salesperson. Now, he was a very large man.
Okay.
Not only was he big in like girthness, but he was like...
Did you just say girth?
Girth.
Okay.
He was like 6'6".
Yeah.
So like Paul Bunyan-like man. And he was alleged. There were some websites where you order dates with women, and apparently they were
he was ordering some dates with women.
Well, in places where he was going to do quote sales calls. And unfortunately, a little oversight that he made is that his office had a window, and his computer screen faced the window.
They didn't have like IT that like all of a sudden was like, zing, somebody's doing something they shouldn't.
Female, I believe one or two female employees saw it, went down, and they did some investigation. I don't think it took too long. Because I believe, and I believe this is true too, it was also on his favorites tab.
Oh, let's bookmark that for later.
It wasn't like, all right, we need a real good computer guy to dig in and see what we can find. Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he was police escorted out, and I was told to stay in the production room and not come out until I was told.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, at the time, I had no idea. I just get told, hey, stay in here, don't come out till I tell you. And that was it. And the door shuts.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I did come out. And then I saw 3 police escorting out. There was no tussle. There was no physical. But that was an odd day.
Yeah.
That was a very odd day at work. You don't see that a lot.
I can imagine.
Q92.
We've got a heat wave on the way beginning today. 90 degrees for the high, sunshine mixing with clouds, maybe an isolated thunderstorm here and there. Overnight, cloudy for the most part, our low near 70. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
You ever almost fallen asleep driving?
Yeah. Sometimes on the way here.
Have you ever stopped and peed on the side of the road?
No.
I pee in a Gatorade bottle or something.
Ew, what if you miss? What if it slips out? Then you got to pee on
First
yourself.
of all, I'm not entering the bottle. I'm just peeing in the bottle.
Well, I understand that, but I'm talking about the stream, not your whole.
Oh, you aim. You put it. You get it real close.
You pull over to do this. I take it.
I have, but I've also done it while driving.
What if you hit a bump?
You don't. I gotta tell you, it's like a fire hose. Q92, hello, who is this?
This is Brittany.
Where are you calling from, Brittany?
Minerva.
All right, Brittany, congratulations. You're caller number 10. You're the winner.
You tell my kids are very excited.
Yes. Well, congratulations to you and your kiddos. You're going to be headed to Canal Park to see the Akron Rubber Ducks at any of their home games from here to the end of the season. Just tell everybody your favorite station, hooking you guys up.
Q92.
All right, there you go. The kids were excited in the background there,
they were.
Lauren.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun when you do something like that and you know your kids get to enjoy it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I enjoy that. You know what else I enjoy? 8 o'clock hour of the Q92 Morning Show. Always do enjoy it. And coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, Black Crowes tickets. She talks to angels. Oh, Remedy. I could go on.
No, they're a great band. It's going to be a great show.
You know what's funny? Now they came back a couple years ago. But before that happened, I really didn't know that, like, A, that they were brothers, 2 of them in the band, and B, they had a rift, and that's why they were broke up for years.
I didn't know about the rift.
There was a brother rift. they were not the best of friends for a while, getting along at all. They made up, and
Thank
now
goodness.
they're touring again because they realize they can still make money whether they hate each other or not.
That's right. So they can put it aside.
Ask Guns N' Roses. No one likes Axl. They tour with them because they know they're going to make money.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I wish Bon Jovi and Richie Sambora would do. What do we do if they ever tour again, if he tours?
Right.
It's called separate buses. You're both millionaires.
You can have your own bus, your own transportation. You don't even have to speak to one another.
That's what I'm saying. The only time you have to interact would be when you're on stage.
Yeah.
Why? I know I'm bitching to nobody, but it's really...
Maybe it's like they don't want the other one to make money off of the group name, even though...
I wish both of them would at least man up and say that they're upset with the other one because they both refuse to admit publicly there's a problem.
Gotcha.
Richie just goes, yeah, no, I'd come back. And John's just like, no, yeah, we'd have him back.
Okay, well, why aren't we then?
I just don't know. I get so pissed. I'm like, admit it. You guys are mad at each other. You're pissed at each other, and your egos are stopping this. Just admit that. And maybe you feel wrong. Maybe you are we're wrong.
It's possible, yeah.
But quit this.
You know what? Probably there's some on both sides.
I totally agree with you. Totally agree. I'm sure John did some a-hole stuff, and Richie, I'm sure, did some a-hole stuff, too.
Mm-hmm.
And they're at this weird thing where publicly they won't say it, but it makes no sense because privately you hear all these things that, like, they kind of, like, send these, like, really vague shots, at each other. But if anyone with a brain can figure out, they're kind of saying, to the other one.
Yeah.
Sad.
I think there's so many of them, too. I mean, look at Hall & Oates. We've talked about that before. You know what? Friday night, I found it. There's this really cool app you can cast anything on your phone to your smart TV with. It's called Castify. Mm-hmm. And it's so much fun because we've never seen some of the videos and the pictures that our kids have on their phones. So Friday night, we were sitting outside, and we have a smart TV outside, and they were casting stuff. Well, we pulled up our phones, and way back, I mean, this was probably 6 years ago, I was like, what concert was this? And I cast it. It was Hall & Oates. And I was like, that's never going to happen again.
Yeah, you saw one of the final.
Yeah.
You have history on your phone.
I do.
I wouldn't get rid of that.
No, I know.
I would not. Yeah.
And they looked like they liked each other on stage at that point.
You can fake. I would fake it for millions of dollars.
Oh, yeah. Be like, and after you get off stage, you're like, get away from me.
Yeah. I mean, if Jake and I hated each other's guts, they're like, we're going to give you $10 million to tour. Let's go, Jake.
Let's go, buddy.
I'll be damned if hatred would stop me from making millions of dollars.
Yeah.
You would have to have, like, murdered my family.
Yeah. Well, I would think that's unforgivable.
And even then, I'd be like,
they'd be in jail. They wouldn't be going anywhere to make money with you.
I hate you. How much?
Right.
Oh, God, drives me nuts. Hall & Oates, we'll never see it.
No.
Bon Jovi, will we see it? How many other rivalries are out there? It's just, way to go, Oates.
I do feel like it was his fault.
Well, if you ask Daryl Hall, it was.
Well, I was going to say, he did Daryl Hall dirty.
I know who won't be going to Daryl's house.
No.
It's Adele. Rumor has it. Q92.
All right, so this one's interesting, I've got to say. I've been dating my girlfriend for 2 years. We've been living together for 6 months. She moved into my home. Lately, she's become convinced that our house is haunted. She said that she's hearing strange noises, feeling cold spots, etc. Feels like there is a spirit causing it. To address this, she wants to perform a cleansing ritual with sage and all of her crystals to banish the spirit. But then she went a step further and got an estimate for someone to come in to see if there's any supernatural activity. They want to charge us $215 to do it. I want to support her, but I'm not paying that kind of money to have someone come into the house I've lived in for 5 years and never had an issue with. Advice? How do I handle this without upsetting her? I want her to be comfortable here.
Need an exorcism from your girlfriend. I didn't know you could get an estimate for a seance. I know you can get one for your roof. I didn't know you could be like an estimate from someone to come in with sage and you want to grab your crystals.
Apparently.
By the way, that's a red flag, crystals, by the way. If your person's really into crystals.
Not necessarily.
May not be red. Light pink.
Yellow.
Yellow flag.
Yellow
flag. Maybe a yellow. Maybe not red, but I'm it's definitely going to make me go, oh. Okay. Crystals.
We know somebody that's really into it, and it's not weird.
My daughter loves crystals.
Okay.
Loves a ton of them. Crystals and slime.
What is it with the slime?
Explain it to someone.
I know.
So, no, I know all about crystals. We got a ton in our house. A ton of crystals in the house. She orders them. They show up. She looks at them like it's Christmas.
Maybe that's why you don't have supernatural spirits in your home. You can thank the not daughter when you get home for that
I had her
one.
convinced our house was haunted. I told you that.
Yeah.
But she thought it was she thought our ghost name was Hanford Dixon. She didn't know that was a Cleveland Browns player.
Oh, my Lord.
Who's still around. Well, I tell her about Dick Butkus. So I'm just saying I would I'm not paying. I mean, I would tell her, listen, if that makes you feel better, I love you, dear. Whatever you need.
I'd be like, sage away, honey.
I am gonna put I am gonna hard no on the paying $250 for a lady to come to our house. There's no need for that.
It's only $250.
So I mean, if you want to pay for that out of your money, that's fine.
Right.
I don't feel like our money should go.
Like, I don't want you to feel bad, but
until one of us is physically attacked by a ghost, until books are flying across the room, you know what I mean? Until doors are opening and closing,
right?
Then we don't even need an estimate. I'll just pay,
or we'll move.
Yeah, but if you feel a cold spot, whenever you're near one of the vents, I mean, I'm not gonna.
It's called AC.
Yeah, it's called your air conditioning. I was telling a story. I was trying to tell a story last segment, but we realized there's our station plays in the lobby when you come into our building. So you're picking up a prize or you're dropping off a package or whatever. It plays in our lobby. And then it came to our attention at the 11th hour of the story that there was a young girl.
Yes.
Walking around our lobby, which was a little weird, but
we figured it out. She's totally fine.
Yeah, there's an interview going on at our sister station right now.
Yep, she's here with that guest.
Must be there with that guest. So what we did was we turned off the audio of the station in the lobby.
Yeah, Jake knew how to turn down that speaker, so he went and shut it off.
So that only you in the radio land, or streaming at Q92radio.com, or if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X, all of you.
And if you have young children in the car, now's your chance.
Again, there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing. I'm not going to say anything.
We did what we could over here.
But anyway, if you're just joining us, and I'm very sorry because I thought this story would be over by now, but circumstances,
yes,
life,
being responsible.
Yeah, being responsible. We're going to talk about things when you're getting older. You notice some things you don't notice. I was talking about how Jamie likes the little bit of the
scruff,
but doesn't mind the gray. I do.
I don't know why you hate it so much. I like Tony's salt and pepper. We
were having a conversation about it, and then she said something to me that I didn't know, and that it stuck with me. It stuck with me. And again, trying to be as politically correct as I can here, or just not gross. And she says to me, and she looks at me, with love in her eyes and love in her heart. She goes, well, you got grays on your balls.
Ew!
I said, excuse me? I have what? I did not know this. Apparently, some of my pubic area follicles have begun to gray.
Do they make just for men for that?
I don't know. Just for balls? I don't know.
I mean, that's got to be more sensitive
She tells
skin.
me this, and in my head, no! I was a little angry.
How dare you?
But I didn't know that happened. I'm too young for that.
Do you not
No.
trim the hedges?
A little bit.
Not enough.
Probably not. Probably not.
They have that tool called the lawnmower. I hear it all the time when I listen
Everyone's
to
like,
that.
it doesn't cut.
Armchair expert.
There is no way that doesn't cut you. There's no way. They're like, no, it doesn't cut anybody. You're telling me those little razors going back and forth electrically, nothing can cut you? I don't buy it.
I think it's, maybe you just make it taut. Like,
I don't know. And I just
I don't
thinking,
know. I don't have a
Is this
pair.
something all men go through? Is this something that every man must face?
I am sure the answer is yes.
I've never heard it talked about by any man.
Well, where do you expect that kind of conversation to occur?
I don't know. A bathhouse?
Are you going to many bathhouses these
Tijuana?
days?
I don't know. I don't know, but that to me bothers me
what
more.
do you think? What's your closest friend's name? Oh, okay, let's just say Ryan. Let's just say Ryan comes over and you guys are gaming one night and you'd be like, hey, your ball hair's gray?
Well, here's the thing.
Wait, here's
the thing. Now I do want to ask people. How do you? Because I need to know.
Listen, if the hair on your head and the hair in your beard and all that and all of that turns gray, of course the hair there is going to turn gray as well. It's gross.
Christian, it happens to the best of us. Learn to live with it. I don't know.
Embrace it. Be a silver fox.
Silver beanbag. I don't know. I don't know. It really has me questioning my mortality. I'm like, wow, I'm really
There
about
are some
done.
people that get grays in their 20s and 30s. You think they sit there and
I had a
question their
friend who was
mortality?
gray in his 20s.
Yeah, I had a friend who, before my wedding, had to get her hair dyed because she had gray. And she had been having them since she was 17. Her mom went gray really early too.
My arm hair is still brown.
Well, maybe that's sunlight helping keep it. That doesn't see anything at all.
Just really throws me off. Jake, would it bother you?
I don't think so.
It wouldn't bother you at all.
I don't think so. I don't know why.
You don't have a gray on you though.
No, but I will.
I know he's
But,
already
why?
retired. He's
It's
not gray.
Just shave it if you don't.
It's shaving it. That's fine, whatever. Because you should keep that trim for your lady. But just I didn't know. You know.
You didn't know, or you didn't think about it happening to you.
I didn't both.
What?
I didn't know it. I never thought.
Okay,
I never thought it would happen to me.
Let's just flash forward when you're 80 years old. The rest of your body's.
Here we are, 8:08 in the 8 o'clock hour of your Monday morning. How are we doing out there? Still to come on the show today in the 9 o'clock hour. Got a couple giveaways for you. One of them being for those of you on the stream, anyone that goes over. As you know, we are live not only on your radio, not only on our website can you stream the audio of this morning show live at Q92radio.com, but every day from 7 to 10, you can watch the show on Facebook and YouTube. Q92 Radio on Facebook, Q92 on YouTube. Feel free to like, follow, and subscribe those pages as well. We'd love if you did. We are giving away an African Safari Wildlife Park VIP car pass to someone that goes over to the live video feed, clicks the like button, and puts the giraffe emoji in the comments section. So if you do that, you can do YouTube or Facebook. Doesn't matter which one you do, you're entered either way. So go do that. And Lauren's going to randomly select one of you at the end of the show, and we're just going to hook you up and give you one, and you can head on over to Port Clinton with your kids, pack them in the car, drive through and feed some animals. How awesome is that? But that's not all we have for you in the 9 o'clock hour.
No, we will also have tickets to the Black College Football Hall of Fame Classic. And that's happening on Sunday, this coming weekend. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, we've got Virginia State University and Benedict College playing and facing off in Tom Benson Stadium. So we've got some tickets to give away for that.
Awesome tradition. They've been doing it for a few years now. The game's nationally televised. Good times. We can send you that football game. We're going to do that in the 9 o'clock hour. Text message. Good morning from Sam the Toe Man. Will you shout out my daughter, Chloe, today's first day at YSU? She's going to be a nurse, and I'm so very proud of her. Have a great day, Chloe. And look out, YSU.
Yeah, that's so sweet.
There you go. Sam the Toe Man, congrats on your daughter going to YSU. Good luck, Chloe. Going to be a nurse. And, yeah, look out, YSU.
Mm-hmm.
Love YSU. Love to go in there. Good times had by all. Great campus. Go Penguins. I'm an alum.
Yeah.
Sometimes they send me things like, give us money.
Well, of course.
John Mulaney had one of the funniest comedy bits ever when he described college.
Yes,
I
I know.
Never heard that. You don't want to watch it. Just go to YouTube.
Google
type
it.
in
Yeah.
John Mulaney college. And if you don't laugh your ass off and relate to that,
It's true.
it is such a hilarious description.
It is. John Mulaney's funny
God.
anyhow, so.
It is funny. So it just reminds me of that. We need money.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time since you gave us money. It's been a long time since you housed and
Yeah.
taught me.
Yes.
It is
It's
a
true,
funny,
though. I
funny,
mean,
funny bit.
That's how they.
I'm not knocking colleges, especially the ones that advertise with us. They're the best.
They are the best.
They're
100%.
They're the poop. Anyway, good morning, everybody. You having a good day? Everything off to a good start? We hope so. We're here to hopefully make your morning a little brighter, make that drive to work or school a little better. Give you some groovy tunes while you're at it.
Oh, groovy
Some
tunes.
mega
huh?
mixes and power jams.
Yes.
Jake, are you more of a power jam or mega mix guy?
I don't know the difference.
Well,
That's fine. I think I'm more. I might be a mega mix.
really?
Yeah, over a power jam.
I like a good power jam, though.
Let me see. Love them except when you take a job in parking.
Not sure I understand that one.
That go over our head?
Yeah, it went
Is
right
that about
over.
college? Love them except when you take a. Oh, I got that. I'm an idiot. For when I tried to take a job in the parking department for YSU,
Oh,
it ended up being landscaping.
yeah, they gave you any job they could.
Like, oh, well, in the summer we do landscaping. Oh, well, in the summer I don't work here. Then I. That should have probably been in the brochure, sir.
Right.
I do remember. I was only job I ever
I don't
quit.
blame you. I'd be super mad, too.
Only job I ever quit in my life. I remember laughing like, oh, I'm sorry. I think you guys, there's a confusion here. I'm working parking. Yeah, no, in parking, in the summer, parking becomes landscape.
That wasn't in the
Pulled
job
weeds on
description.
campus for 1 day in the heat, in the sun.
No, thanks.
Called back that night. As soon as I got home, I told my parents, and I was like, I'm quitting. This isn't parking.
This is not what I signed up for.
And they let me, and I called them that day. I was like, I will not
Good
be
for
back.
you.
I will not be back.
Did you tell them why, though?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I mean, it was a voicemail, but yeah.
Okay, well, hey, I mean, we'll
can't
do
help
what
they
you got to
didn't answer.
do. Right.
I was like, but I said, I'm sorry. This was the job I applied for and thought I got hired for is not the job this is. And
Yeah,
not looking for that. If I want to do that, I go work for a landscaping company.
correct.
I would, Still pisses me off. It's Morgan Wall and Cowgirls, Q92. Hey, looks like we're living longer. How cool is this?
That's good news.
Hey, we're not going to die as quick.
Right.
Study published in The Lancet used cutting-edge modeling techniques to forecast disease burden, life expectancy, and population shifts for 200 countries through 2050.
Okay.
And it's a look at humanity's health on a global scale. And what they found is, in a disease study, an international consortium of experts projects that the average life expectancy is going to continue to climb in the coming decades. As a matter of fact, anyone's going to have a baby in 2050, they can expect to live around 80 years on average. That is up from the global life expectancy right now that is 74. That's 6 more years of life.
Hold on a second. The average life expectancy is 74 years of age.
Yeah, globally, yeah.
Okay, globally.
Yeah.
So we're talking about other countries where there's lack of medical care and
If you want to get in the weeds, yeah.
Well, I mean, those are pretty tall weeds you need to consider when you're considering 74 as the global life expectancy.
Listen, just because we're a little closer to it.
What's the American life expectancy? Should give me I'm past a midlife crisis if that's the case.
Let me see here. Now, this is from 2021. The United States life expectancy, 76.33 years.
Okay, that's still not that much better, but I feel like
that's 2 more years than the world average.
I know. Well, I feel like with the evolvement of technology and what we know about nutrition.
I'm just saying the people born in 2050 are going to get 4 more years than us. Those are not the best years of your life. You're back in diapers. You're hunched over.
Hold on. In the 70s?
Huh?
That's not, no.
80 is going to be, if you're born in 2050.
Okay, I promise you this. My mom is pushing 80 and she does not wear a diaper.
Well, some do. Some do. I'm just saying, like, those aren't the best years of your most quality years of your life.
Probably
what
not.
are those last 4 really worth?
I can't believe you just said that.
I'm saying, like, what?
Just write them off.
It was like,
take me at 72. I've heard that's when the decline starts.
I'm just saying. Those aren't
no one ever.
Those are not the most quality years of your life. Physically, health-wise.
Yeah.
You wish you were 76 instead of 32?
If we're talking about 96, that's a different story. But I think at 76, you're still pretty active. I know 76 years old. My father-in-law is 76 years old.
Okay.
He works because he couldn't.
Where does he work?
Hartville Hardware.
What's he do?
He does shipping and receiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not a door reader. He does physical labor. He cuts his own grass. He takes care of his own lawn. He takes care of a pool. He's 76 years old and he's got it, man.
I'm just saying, would you trade right now to go to 76?
Well, of course not. Why would anybody want to leap forward that fast?
Right.
We're
in the sweet
what
spot.
What point
of
are you
right
trying
now.
to make?
We're in the sweet. I'm saying, you're like, all right, so the people born in 2050 are going to live to 80.
Yeah.
Right now in the United States, we're living till 76.3. So we even get like January, February, March. All right.
Yeah.
We get that last full winter.
I can't believe you just counted the months. Please, 0.3.
We get that full last winter.
Well, what if it's not? What if it's not that? What if it's like June, July, and August? Your last summer.
When those trees start budding, you're like, oh no. Oh no. I'm on my last 3. I'm on my 0.3. I'm just saying, what's really the We had a hedgehog. A hedgehog.
Those are cool.
We have chickens. Does that count?
It does. It does, because I have friends that have chickens that like pick them up and know by name.
I still want to know who's got that peacock that I saw run across 225 like a week or 2 ago.
We have a neighbor that has a rooster.
Whose peacock is that? And how did he get out? And should he be crossing 225?
That sounds like a joke. Why did the peacock cross the road?
Damnedest thing to see. I have a hedgehog and sugar gliders.
Oh, sugar gliders are supposed to be super cool.
Those are real little, aren't they?
Yeah.
They can like fly a little bit.
Yeah. Are they marsupials?
Marsupial.
I think so. Maybe.
No, I gotta Google that.
Let me see. Yeah. None. My mom said kids and a husband was a wild animal enough for her. Fair enough. When I was 8:23 right here on today's Hit Music, Q92. Black Crowes tickets coming up this hour. Listen for the cue to call. Next hour, Black College Football Hall of Fame Classic, Sunday, September 1st. Going on, Virginia State taking on Benedict College. You could be there. It's a 4 p.m. kickoff. Listen for the cue to call in the 9 o'clock hour for that. Plus, we're giving away a 6-person VIP car pass to the African Safari Wildlife Park. That is coming up for someone that goes over to the live video stream of the show. It's on Facebook and YouTube right now. Clicks the like button in the comments section. Puts a giraffe emoji. You do that, you're good to go. So all that coming up for you here. Hope you're having a good start to your day. 7 minutes away from a look at sports. My son started walking Friday.
I saw that. Good luck. Godspeed.
With me. He had, take steps. He could walk around holding on to things. He had never actually started just walking.
Yeah, he was in the cruising stage.
Him and I were, it was Friday afternoon in between work and my football game, and we were playing with his football. And I threw it past him, and I expected him to go crawl and go get it and bring it back and then throw it to me again. And
he shot you.
The damn kid just walked over, picked it up, walked right back to me. I was like, what?
Excuse
me? And I've been chasing him ever since.
Yep. Have fun.
I had to chase him. We were at a furniture store yesterday. He ran behind the front desk. I had to go get him there. He went to where their inventory is, where people aren't allowed to go. I had to go get him from there. He's just a whirling dervish now. And all I do is chase him.
He's a what?
Whirling dervish.
Never heard that term.
Oh, what's it mean? Something. It has to do with out of control running and just craziness.
Yeah.
So he's just
you use a classier name. I call that just spaz because
Just
he's like freedom.
I love the walk though. It's almost like a gorilla or something. The way that the arms.
He's trying to learn his balance.
Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny.
Now you have to worry about him hitting his head on stuff. You're welcome.
I do.
I know.
And I gotta work. You ever turn around and see potential disaster when your kid's a baby?
Yeah.
Listen to this. Parent of the year, me. I'm downstairs with him. I got the door shut so we can't go upstairs because everyone else is doing something, and I'm working, still getting the base set up, doing some cleaning. And because I'm a genius, I had Windex on the floor. So I'm over. I'm putting together his play pad again because he likes to rip it apart. It's the alphabet one.
Yeah.
Dumbest purchase I ever made. He just loves to rip it apart.
Of course he does.
And I'm OCD about his room being nice, so I put it back together. Constantly, I'm going over the alphabet again.
Yeah.
So I'm over there, bent over, and I look over. He's got the Windex bottle pointed in his mouth with his mouth open, about to squeeze it. And I yell no so loud that I get a text 2 seconds later. What's happening?
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, our son just almost ingested
some Windex.
So I got over and take it off, and he was so pissed that I dared take the Windex off him.
Of course he was.
He wasn't scared that I yelled at him. He was looking at me like, you son of a...
This is the stage where they've gotten a taste of freedom now because they can walk. Everything will be rebellion. They don't want to be held. They don't want to be told what to do. They want to feed themselves. You know what I mean? Trust me, this was probably my least favorite stage that you're entering.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to, you can't turn your back.
Have you done the whole, you're holding him and he wants down so bad, all of a sudden he just folds? And, you're about to drop him. You're like, what are you doing?
He does the thing now where, he wants, I hold him, he wants down. I put him down, he gets mad.
Yeah. They don't know what they want. They're so confused.
But, yeah, that was my first, almost disaster. I turned around. He literally had the Windex.
Good for him that he figured that out. And
thank God it was locked.
Yeah.
Not that, Windex would instantly, but not ideal.
No, he would be okay, I think.
But I got it. Man.
As long as he didn't drink the whole bottle or anything.
Was there a moment what was a turnaround moment with one of your kids when they were that young, where you turned around and went,
oh, my daughter, for sure. She was if you know my daughter, she is the biggest rule follower in the entire world, and it's been that way since day one. So I was putting laundry away. I was pregnant with Anthony. And I turned around because I heard something. I'm like, what is that? She's jumping on her bed, which never, ever had happened before. And I was like, oh my gosh, Marin. And she hit the deck. I must have startled her. And she actually ended up driving her bottom 2 teeth through her bottom lip because she hit her mouth on the footboard when she hit the deck.
So you actually caused it.
I did. And so, I grabbed her because the blood was immense. I mean, any, mouth or head injury bleeds just so much. But the problem was that when I was pregnant with Anthony, blood made me queasy. So by the time I got outside to Tony, I was carrying a toddler who was bleeding all over my shoulder, and I was white as a ghost because I was about to pass out. Like, the doctors at the hospital were like, ma'am, you should probably just take a seat in the hallway and let your husband handle this.
You need to go.
I was so pale.
You are helping nothing.
Yeah, they thought I was going to pass out.
No, I mean, that was my first true turnaround.
Yeah.
I mean, he had it like.
I know. I was like, I turned around. I was like, Maren, what are you
walked
doing?
Around, and I was like, all right, we're at the point now. We cannot put anything on the floor. I was like, and I'm using myself as the example. I'm not yelling at anybody, but whoa.
Yeah.
We need to be careful. And I was saying, like, we need to be careful where we put things. And here I am, Windex floor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, way to go. I mean, I had carpet cleaner down there.
Mm-hmm.
Now everything's like.
Yeah. You got to watch. They get into everything.
What was your oh no moment when you with your child? Like, I'm talking like 1, 2 years old, where you turned around and you were like, because that was my first one. I don't know if that ever happened, but I'm telling you right now, that was my first one. Literally, he had the Windex bottle pointed at his mouth.
Yeah, that's not good.
Trying to pull the trigger. Like, Jesus Christ. 330-450-9292 is the phone number. Text line 330-269-9292. What was your oh no moment when your child was really little? I'm talking that 1, 2, 3, where you turned around and you were like, oh no.
Yeah.
Love to hear the stories. Let's see how our children almost hurt themselves.
Because of us. We weren't paying attention.
Because we dared turned around for a second. It's Sean Paul, temperature. It's Q.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
The Cleveland Guardians beat the Rangers yesterday 4-2. They improved their record to 75-55 on the season. They maintain a 3-game lead over the Minnesota Twins and Kansas City Royals in the AL Central. The Guardians will be back in action this afternoon at 1:10 p.m. at home against the Kansas City Royals. It's a makeup game from a June 5th cancellation. Nick Sandlin will be on the mound for the Guardians. On Saturday, the Cleveland Browns traded defensive tackle Chris Williams to the Chicago Bears. In exchange for Williams in a 2025 7th-round pick, the Browns will receive a 2025 6th-round pick from Chicago. And Harrisburg beat the Rubber Ducks yesterday by a score of 3-2. The Ducks' record now falls to 70-50 on this season. Ducks are off today before hosting Bowie at Canal Park tomorrow afternoon at 12:05 p.m. That's a look at sports right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Nothing but sunshine. I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, this is car show weather.
Why is Jake laughing at me?
I'm not.
What are you laughing at?
I don't even know. I'm good.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right. So you either are stoic and hate everything, or you're laughing, but you don't know what at.
No, I got nothing.
I look over at the video and he's like, and then he just starts laughing. I'm like, what did I just do?
You're watching a funny video?
No, I'm just watching the stream. I have nothing on my computer.
Oh boy. Amy said he hit that pen again.
Hit the pen, or he's doing shrooms while
I don't know what he's doing over there.
Unbelievable. And you're going with the hoodie today, huh?
Yeah, it's cold, bro.
Are you on acid?
What is happening? I'm afraid of him.
Have you taken pills?
No, I promise.
What is happening?
Nothing. I don't know.
Take us on your journey. Where we're willing to go with you.
There's no journey. I don't know. I was really tired. I stayed up late last night.
Doing what? Got Black Crowes tickets to give away. Keep listening if you'd like to go see the Black Crowes at MGM Northfield Park on Friday, September 27th. If you hear the cue to call, be caller number 10. We're going to hook you up with tickets to that show. 330-450-9292 is a phone number. The text line, 330-269-9292. 9 o'clock hour, giving away a pair of tickets to the Black College Football Hall of Fame Classic on Sunday, September 1st between Virginia State and Benedict College. We got tickets for that to give away. And for those of you that go over to the live video feed on Q92's Facebook page and YouTube page, click the like button, the comment section, put the giraffe emoji. We are going to give away a 6-person African Safari Wildlife Park VIP car pass at the end of the show. We're going to randomly select one of you and make you a finals. We're just going to give it to you coming up right at the end of the show. That going on for you. Brought up before the break. Now the kid's a lot more active at home. The kid started walking this weekend, but I talked about how I Was working in the basement with him last night. Turned around, the kid's trying to spray Windex in his mouth. Luckily, the lock was on. Stopped it, and I asked the question. What was when your kid was like 1, 2, or 3? What was your poop moment? You turn around and you're like, I'd ask you, Jake, but you don't have any kids.
No.
So I don't want to, unless there's a
that
story.
I know of.
Yeah, that I know of. Who knows? That McDonald's days could come back to get you one day.
Jeez, Jake. Yeah.
You little stud.
He was out there fertilizing the world.
He's like,
with
I might have a
children
million
he doesn't know
kids.
about.
Hanging a TV, set the screwdriver down. Within 5 seconds, little one snagged it and started stabbing surge protector.
Oh, my gosh.
Only 5 seconds later, and he's just putting it in the outlet.
That's like, yes.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Our top shelf liquor got turned into top shelf cleaning products due to our children. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. When my daughter was in first grade, I got a call from school telling me that she had a Skittle stuck in her nose. They couldn't get it out, so when I came to pick her up, I asked her why she would stick a Skittle in her nose. She says, because my friend told me to. P.S. I literally made her blow her nose one time, and it came right out.
The school didn't make
The school never thought of that?
See, my sister did that with a jelly bean on Easter, but she got it so lodged up in there, like they had to
Tweezer?
Yeah, they had to lay her down, hold her down, and go up with tweezers to pull it out.
Good Lord. When I was about 3 to 4, my dad left me in his van to run in the house. When he came out, I locked the door and wouldn't let him in. I knocked the van out of gear, and it rolled back and hit the neighbor's car across the street. LOL. Can you imagine her dad?
Oh, my
You come out and see the car rolling backwards.
with your kid in it.
And it hits your neighbor's car.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, that's a no poop moment.
Yeah.
Daughter, text message. Daughter was a little over a year old and had furniture, a bottle of furniture polish she grabbed, being in her walker, and put it in her mouth when I looked over and grabbed it from her.
Oh.
Jesus. That's stressing me out. You can't leave anything.
No, and you've got
can't.
to watch, we actually had a friend who's
Almost like when I'm cleaning my house, I want him out.
They had younger kids, or older kids, and they had a playroom in the basement, and she would be on them all the time. Like, when you come up from the basement, you've got to close the door because their younger brother was in a walker.
Yeah.
He went down. One of their kids did not shut the door. He went down the steps. Thank God he was okay. But she rushed him to the emergency room. He had a hairline fracture on his collarbone, but he was
God.
He was so lucky that he didn't hurt his head. His head is what she was so worried about.
I'm kind of on that. Like guys, doors got to be shut.
Yes.
The bathrooms, especially.
Yes.
With the tubs where it's all hard.
Do you have the child locks on your drawers and cabinets and stuff?
No, but we got to get them.
Yeah.
We have a couple. We don't have enough. We got to get him because he wants to open
It's
everything.
such a pain in the butt. And the toilet, too. Get the toilet latch. You'll thank me later.
My oh no moment wasn't because of me. My ex's mother was watching our son. He was following her around the house in his walker. I walked in. She saw me, and she was pulling the gate away from the basement doorway. She sat the gate to the side and walked forward to talk to me. As she stepped forward, my son looked down the basement steps like they were frickin' candy. He went straight down the basement steps. Is this your friend?
I don't know.
He was fine, but I swear my heart stopped. Then a couple years later, my son opened up the basement door at another house and let my daughter down the steps in her walker.
Oh, my gosh.
She was also okay. Shake my head. Get your kids away from walkers.
No, I don't think that was my friend because it was literally one of her other children that did not. They came up from the playroom to get a drink and did not shut the door.
Every parent's got an oh no moment.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. You could try your hardest. One winter when my son was a baby, the pipes in the basement burst from being too cold outside. My partner and I put the baby down as we were scrambling around to get the pipes to stop spraying, as there was about 1 foot of water in the basement. Not thinking, with the basement door open, our baby crawled to the door and went down the stairs. Luckily, the water broke his fall and was okay. That was the most freaked out moment I had. Good Lord. When I was about 2, I was in a walker and went over and pulled a hot iron down, and it hit me in the face. Damn. Live to tell the tale.
My mom had 2 moments. She shares them with us proudly because we're fine. But
Yeah.
I rolled out of the car face down into a parking lot. when she got out of the car, she turned around to get me, and I was gone. And it was because they were parked on a hill. And, like, back then, you didn't have to secure the car seat in the car. So I was just sitting between my mom and dad.
Just went rolling?
Yeah, they were, like, parked side. My mom got out of the car when she moved. My seat tipped, and I rolled right out, and she found me face down on the concrete. So I went to the emergency room for that. And then she had me on her lap at some Chinese restaurant. And I was a kid playing with my rattles. And I hit her bowl of soup, and the hot soup spilled into my lap and gave me burns on my thighs.
This has nothing to do with the oh no moment, but get a lock for your oven too, Christian.
Yeah.
You have oven lock. You know what else scares me? He reaches for door handles already, like the front door, because he wants to go outside.
Yeah, make sure that thing is locked
Always
all
locked.
the time.
Always locked. It's just...
There was one more too, and it's my mistake. I didn't mean to open it, but I did because my mouse is awesome.
Yeah.
It said when my daughter was about 2 or 3, I turned around and she had a Mike's Hard Lemonade and was drinking it.
Oh.
So someone must have set it down and she picked it up.
That would be an oh no moment.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh my God.
Oh, man. Oh no moments with your little children where you turned around and you went, oh no. 330-450-9292, the phone number, the text line. 330-269-9292. Olivia Rodrigo, get him back on Q. I talked about this for a little bit ago. Lauren, not a fan of this. I understand. What do these scientists really know? What do these people in these rooms really know?
Yeah.
But according to metrics or whatever you want to do, again, Zeus, the dating site that I used back in the day, they found out things that will get you more responses when reaching out to women on this dating app. Listen to this. Messaging and complimenting a girl on her glasses, 39% more responses than normal. Complimenting her eyes, 11% more responses. And 13% if you compliment her tattoo. But glasses, your chances go up 39% that she writes back to you.
How in God's name would you come up with percentages like this? What did you...
I don't know.
Put out a national call. If you've got glasses and eyes,
you look at the, I guess,
and you online date, we want to talk to you.
I assume that they can look at everything that gets a response. I imagine they can see everything that goes on in the world of Zeus, and that they see complimenting with glasses gets more responses. Maybe there's some, I don't know.
Why are they reading people's messages?
Because it's the internet. Everyone does it.
No, they should not be reading those. And Zeus, if it's private messaging and you're getting a compliment,
I don't know.
The only time that Zeus should be reading through those is with the FBI if there's a problem.
Please,
okay?
we're on Facebook. If you say steak, Longhorn shows up in your news feed 2 seconds later. You don't. If Facebook's allowed, I'm pretty sure Zeus is. And it even says, don't be afraid to be a little flirty. Listen to these words that will get you more responses. Man, I'm trying to help. 66% more responses by using the word adorable.
Here we go again.
42%, the word trouble. Oh, you're trouble. Girls like that. Ooh, stop
I know.
it,
They always
Darren.
giggle if you say, because you've got
Stop
this line.
it, Darren, enter.
Yeah, if people are like, Canton, you're like, oh, you're trouble. And they
Canton.
do laugh. They
Yeah.
always laugh.
Well, if a girl says Canton, she'll key your car. 26% more responses if you use the word crush. I've got a little crush on you.
That's better than adorable.
You think?
Yeah.
66%. Yeah.
It goes back to our conversation last week about the difference between the terms hot and cute. Okay? Adorable is
That's your cue to call. Who wants to go to a concert? The Black Crowes are coming to MGM Northfield Park Friday, September 27th at 7:30. You could be at that show. All you got to do right now is be caller number 10, and you're going. 330-450-9292. Caller 10, you're going to see the Black Crowes. Good luck. The old feed of the Book of Faces. A break for turtles picture.
Yeah.
It says break for turtles. If you see a turtle on the road, slow down, pull over to the side of the road, and when it's safe, help them across in the same direction they were going. Use both of your hands to hold them at the sides near the end of their shells and lift them up to move. Always keep your hands away from their faces. Never pick them up by the tail. You can damage their vertebrae. Save a turtle, be conscious of wildlife, and slow down. Now, I have driven for many years in life. I have come across possums, raccoons, deer, dogs, cats. I even think one time I saw a bobcat, possibly a little bear.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever geese, ducks. I have never in my life come across a turtle crossing the street.
I have, and just recently.
A turtle?
Mm-hmm. Like a couple weeks ago.
What road was this?
It was the road leading up to our house.
Are you sure it was a turtle?
Oh, we're positive. We waited until he got across the road. Like I stayed there so no cars would come and hit it.
Jake, have you ever seen
I think I talked about this.
She did. I have not. My brother this weekend saw 2 turtles.
I think Nicolina saved one this weekend too.
A turtle?
Yeah.
In the road?
Mm-hmm. It's a thing.
Never in my life have I witnessed this.
But do you
I've
know
been
what?
alive for many years. I'm an old man.
Are you going to tell them what you said off air though?
Well, I'm not going to lie. I would think, now listen, there's probably a limit, but I would think a turtle could take a hit.
I said, what do you think that their shells are made out of?
I don't know.
Shatter them
It's pretty. You ever knock on a turtle shell?
I get
Pretty
that.
solid.
A little knock is different than a vehicle that weighs.
Oh, okay, a semi-truck, no. It's probably going to be dead.
I don't care if it's a Prius. It's going to kill it.
No, I would think a Honda Accord.
Geo Metro?
I would think a Honda Accord would not kill it.
Yes, it would.
It would. I don't know.
150%.
I was at the Akron Zoo, and they have this turtle that's like 100 and some years old, almost 200. That shell ain't cracking. That ain't cracking. Not for a Chevy Cobalt.
Okay, but why would anyone want to run over a turtle?
Well, I'm not saying you want to, but I'm just saying, A, I didn't realize this was an issue with turtles.
Yes, of course it is.
I've never seen one on the road in my life.
They've got to travel, too.
And B, I do believe that at some level they could take a car. Not, again.
No.
Can they take a tank? No.
Maybe like a little Tykes car or something.
No.
Yes. Christian, if you stepped on a turtle, you would break its shell.
First of all, no one would ever step on a turtle. That's like the cruelest thing.
Someone might run one over.
If they saw it in time and they just, I think they'd be okay.
I don't think so. I think they'd be flat as a pancake and it'd be awful. Speaking
of,
yes. Do you want to know what happened this weekend?
With a turtle?
A frog.
Well, now a frog's going to die if you run it over.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So Saturday night, we hung out. We were doing our whole Memorial Day celebrations, whatever. My daughter got bit. My daughter is allergic to mosquito bites. So the minute she gets one, she like swells and she gets that red ring around it that kind of swells too.
Okay.
So we had to go home and get her medicine to put on it.
Fair enough.
When we got home, my son ran home with us too because he wanted to grab a couple things from the house. When we got home, there was a toad. My son saw it and it was a big toad. And so all I did was I walked into the garage and I grabbed a shovel and all I did was like bang it a little bit behind him. And he was like, boop, boop, boop. And I got him to hop into the grass. So I'm like, you're in the clear, dude. Stay out of the driveway. It's dangerous. So anyhow, we come home like an hour and a half later for the night. And my husband let us all out of the car before he pulled the car into the garage. And my son and my daughter and myself were standing there. And all of a sudden we hear this.
Your husband ran over the frog that you saved? Oh.
He sure did. And then the saddest part was there was another smaller one that was like standing there, like staring like.
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
Q92.
We've got a heat wave on the way beginning today. 90 degrees for the high, sunshine mixing with clouds, maybe an isolated thunderstorm here and there. Overnight, cloudy for the most part, our low near 70. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
It's Q92. Congratulations to Heather from Salineville. She was caller number 10. She's going to see the Black Crows at MGM Northfield Park in September. Now, coming up here in the 9 o'clock hour, we got some giveaways. Mark Johnson's going to join us from News Channel 5. We're going to talk about this little heat wave we got going on this week as we lead into Stark County Fair.
It's going to be a hot one.
Canfield Fair. So whether you're a Stark County listener, maybe you're a Mahoning-Trumbull County listener, you're going to one, if not both, these fairs this week.
Yeah.
And we're going to tell you how hot it's going to be, plus for high school football this weekend as well. College football, a lot of it starts this weekend. Just going about your day-to-day life. How long is this heat wave going to last? He'll tell us around 9:15 or so this morning. Plus, we got tickets to the Black College Football Hall of Fame Classic on Sunday, September 1st at 4 o'clock at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Virginia State taking on Benedict College. When you hear the cue to call in the 9 o'clock hour, be caller 10 for that. And we are giving away a pass, a VIP car pass to the African Safari Wildlife Park at the end of the show. In order for a chance to win that, you got to go over to the live video stream on Facebook and YouTube. Click the like button. Put the giraffe emoji in the comment section. Lauren's going to randomly pick one of you at the end of the show and make you a winner. We're going to hook you up with that before we get out of here today. So that's all coming up in the final hour of the show. It's 8:57. It's Fat Joe, Ja Rule, Ashanti. It's What's Love on Q. 50. I didn't get a chance to ask you guys. Do any of you two have any rage today?
I do.
Yeah, go
Well,
ahead.
you've had a lot lately.
Yeah.
What do you got today?
My rage is Five Below checking you out at self-checkout. So they have now, at least the one in Mansfield, they have self-checkouts, but they're all closed except for one. And they have one employee sitting there, but they check you out. Like you just stand there and you hand them your items and they scan it and put it in the bag.
Well, do you know what is so funny about all of this? Everybody thought that self-checkouts were such a wonderful idea. And so every store went and they started to put in self-checkouts. And now every store is closing their self-checkouts because they are losing money hand over fist on people who aren't scanning every item. And they're it's shrink. It's theft. So like most Dollar Generals have shut their self-checkouts down as well, which for me in the Dollar General that I go to, I think they only have one employee there at a time.
Yeah.
And so not being able to use a self-checkout really sucks.
Yeah, I get it. It makes sense. But then add a conveyor belt back in. Have an actual checkout lane. It's so awkward just standing there handing you one item at a time.
Here you go.
Yeah, and they just scan it right in front of you.
So their self-checkout item is you handing someone your items and they scan them for you?
Yes. One by one. It's the most awkward thing ever.
Can you imagine if you were that employee? They would be like, oh, you don't want these. These are a piece of crap. Oh, these were good. I tried them the other day.
That seems very weird. Awkward.
Yeah.
Just have a checkout item.
That's how it is in our Dollar General, too. Every now and then, if there's a second employee working, they'll fire up one of the self-checkouts and do the same thing just to help get the line down. And it's very awkward. It's the same situation because there's no counter, really. There's like a single, like where you would.
Yeah, you're just holding all your items. Here you go.
That's
all
not
right,
even
here you go.
self-checkout.
No, it's not.
It's not self-checkout.
It's not self-checkout, but it's also not checkout.
They just haven't taken all the registers out, the self-checkout registers.
Yeah.
So that's the only way they can use them to clear a backup. You do, but I mean, not only do you have to work crap hours, it's kind of a dangerous job too. I mean, someone's got to do it, so thank God for you. But
I would kind of like to do the traffic guy, the guy that puts up that switches it between slow and stop.
do you know what I also
Love
thought?
that.
You know what I always thought would be a fun job to like shadow or like just do for a day?
I would want to do it with a chair. I would want to stand the whole time. Give me a chair.
Christian.
I would need a chair.
Get
There's
out
no
of here.
reason you can't have a chair for that job. You're literally twisting a sign from side to side. The one side says slow, one side says stop. Why can't I sit down and do that in a comfy chair? I'd bring an office chair. Roll my ass right out.
And you'd fall asleep, and that would be the problem.
could
Next
fall
thing you
asleep.
know, there'd be accidents.
Well, I'd rather fall asleep rather than standing up having a back issues all day. You don't think their legs and
I
back
think your
get tired?
employer, if you were a flyer, would be more concerned about safety and not your back.
I'm just saying it. You can't tell it doesn't hurt their feet.
Possibly.
You know what I mean? Those
Wear good
boots aren't
shoes.
that comfy.
Maybe they are. I think Ariats are really comfy. Anyhow,
I'd have some Skechers.
you know what I always would want to do? Just for a day, I think. Actually, I might fall in love with it. Maybe switch careers. But have you ever wanted to be one of those air traffic people that, like, when the plane is, like, taxing, you're like,
that person.
this way. You get those cool flashlights. Yes, I know,
That,
right?
yes. Air
And they make
traffic.
good money.
Yeah, they do.
Do
This
they?
is dangerous. You could get hit by a plane.
Well, it's not going full speed.
Okay, I don't even think it needs to. It could be crawling at 5 miles an hour. And if you're not paying attention and that
Don't.
front wheel rolls up your back,
Or you
I
get-
think you're done.
Or you get sucked in the engine and killed.
You went real dark, real quick.
Yeah, well, it's happened.
I
It's
know.
rare, but it's happened.
I know.
You're
Or
not
get
paying attention.
Hit by a prop.
Yeah,
What was that
prop
girl?
Chops
She-
your head off.
She was like a model and she got part of her face shaved off. Remember that?
listen.
And lost an arm.
It's danger close. But it would be kind of cool to just like tell like a Delta.
Yeah, it's like, all right, buddy.
Follow me.
Bring in the big blue plane. This way.
Come here. Here, boy. Here, boy.
Just a titch more. Just a titch more. And we're good.
And go to Colorado.
Cut the engine.
That would be fun. Because I love planes. I would like to work at an airport. Just nothing has to do with going up in planes. And I wouldn't want to do traffic control.
On the ground. Why?
If I screwed something up, I just killed people.
I wonder if any like domestic airlines ever buzz the tower.
I don't think Southwest buzzes the tower.
Well, you don't know. Maybe Breeze,
Spirit. Maybe Spirit.
Breeze has like a long running joke or something. And they're like, request a flyby, and they're like,
those Breeze boys.
All right, Johnson, no. And then boom.
I'll have to ask everyone at Akron, Canton. Does anyone buzz the tower over there? Besides the little guys.
Or maybe because they have that army base, like the oh my gosh, why am I drawing a blank on what it's called? Armory. It's right over by the airport. So we have like the Chinook go over all the time. Like that kind of stuff. Maybe they get kind of like sassy and they buzz the tower before they go land over there.
Here's a dumb question. Do jets have horns? Can you honk? Do you honk a horn?
What?
Like if you're like up, do jets have a horn?
I don't know. I can't answer that. I've never been out in my yard doing yard work though, and like maybe there's a bird or a pigeon or something like that, and heard a jetliner be like, meep, meep.
Well, maybe not so much for in the air, but more in the ground, like when they're moving around or something. If someone wasn't paying attention, you know what I mean? Auga! I don't know what it would sound like.
I'm googling it.
Just
they do.
Well, there you go. There you go. They have horns.
Yes, many aircraft have horns, also known as mechanic horns. They're used to get the attention of ground crew. They're usually located in the nose wheel and are operated from the cockpit, much like a car horn. On a Boeing 747, the horn can be activated by pressing the P and the 1 keys. The horns are very loud and annoying on purpose so they can get attention of people quickly, such as maintenance crew, pilots, and others in the flight deck.
There you go.
I want to hear it now. Does anybody work at the airport that's listening that we can hear what a plane horn sounds like?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Why? There's all kinds of stuff. Like telling you why they have them?
Yes. I mean, it's a safety thing for sure, but like it just sounded so weird.
I don't know if this is
I don't know
work.
that thought has ever crossed my mind. Do planes have horns? Like meep meep.
I don't know if this says aircraft horns ground crew. I don't know. I haven't muted because hold on. But it looks like it's just an instructional.
This is Airbus 321 Neo.
Ground crew.
737.
I don't know why I have double audio.
I think it's because we're live as well and you're unmuting the web.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's even it, but they have a horn. I was right. Someone texted in. Q92 9 o'clock hour, folks. 9:07. Hope you're having a great one out there. 330-450-9292 is the phone number. The text line 330-269-9292. Glad to have you with us on this Monday morning. Thank you for listening to us on your radio at 92.5 FM. If you're streaming us on our website, Q92radio.com, or if you're watching on Facebook and YouTube, appreciate you being with us here this morning. We're going to hook you up before we get out of here twice. And with a fun guest. Coming up, Mark Johnson, News Channel 5, going to be joining us, like I said, talking about this little heat wave we've got coming up, plus what kind of weather can we expect for fairs this week. Like we've been talking about, Stark County Fair, Canfield Fair, all going on this week. Week 2 of high school football. We'll get into all that with him. Plus, coming up this hour, giving away a pair of tickets to the Black College Football Hall of Fame Classic at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Virginia State taking on Benedict College. You could be there. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 10. And for one of you that's checking out the live video feed right now on Facebook and YouTube, you go over there. If you haven't done it yet, still time. Go over, click the like button on the live video stream, and in the comments section, put the giraffe icon. You do that, you're entered, and Lauren's going to hook one of you up with a VIP car pass to the African Safari Wildlife Park at the end of the show. So we still got 2 giveaways for you and a guest, all coming up here in the 9 o'clock hour. So glad you're with us. Good morning, everybody. It's Sabrina Carpenter, Espresso on Q.
Yeah.
Someone said, just go for it. What the hell? Yeah, I don't know. Listen, that's what I would do. I would I hate that, but you're single. What the hell?
Right.
You don't owe me anything yet.
No.
If I like you and I tell you I like you, like, well, I'm still going to date.
Well,
That's different.
I think, I mean, how I see, and then this is so going to sound so naive. I don't have much experience with this. I'm admittedly so. But like, how do you, I mean, I get dating apps and all that kind of stuff, but back in my day, see, now I sound really old.
We are.
A lot of times you were set up by like friends.
Sometimes, yeah.
Like your friends would be like, come out with me tonight. This guy's coming. He's friends with, and maybe it was like her boyfriend or friends with him. And I think you two would be perfect. You know what I mean? So you kind of got like set up on a night out where it wasn't like you were on a date. You were just meeting for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, does that still happen?
I have no idea if anything happens in reality. And I'm not even being funny. Like, I don't know that anyone doesn't meet digitally first.
That's my question.
Like,
how does this work now that we're in just like a totally different time?
We were like the last we were we probably were if you think about it, because the phones and stuff all started while we were still young.
Yeah.
We were probably the last generation that like you did go to the bar, meet someone through a friend. You know what I mean? Like,
yes. Like to me, I'd rather meet somebody that way, in my opinion. Like, well, I mean, I kind of did, but I'm just saying, like, it's safer because at least you have some background information on the person. And then if they have been seeing somebody and they're not fessing up to it, like, you find out because said friends kind of rat them out. Like, hey, you've seen this girl, but
and when you realize
she's not as pretty as you. You know what I mean? Like,
when you're talking to someone, you're seeing all these pictures. Are they filters?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You have no idea.
Filters? Are there pictures all of a group of friends and you're not sure which one's the one you're talking to?
Right.
Are they all only selfies of the face and that's it?
With a heavy filter on it? I mean, what are we dealing with here?
It's tough.
You're looking for a dinner and you can't find her because she looks completely different.
Who are you? You look like the girl I'm supposed to meet. It does still happen, but I hate it because then I feel obligated to meet or continue to talk to someone because other people got involved. I hate it when
I see that.
It was nails on a chalkboard if anyone ever said to me, like, I have someone you should date.
You would be like, ugh.
I would be like, I could not be less. I would honestly be annoyed.
Yeah.
It would annoy me.
Well,
I'd be like, get out of here with that.
My sister would tell me, like, when we would do stuff like that, she'd be like, you were making me feel like I have to be dating. And I don't feel like I have to be dating. Like, don't make me feel bad for being single. And I guess I never really thought about it that way. I thought I want her to be happy. I want her to be in a relationship. And in my mind, that's what it was going to take to make her happy.
I see that.
But it's not true.
Yeah, it's like people are coming to you like, oh, you're single. There's something wrong with you. It's like, I was single for years. I was happy. I was not lonely.
Right. No, I mean,
2 days a year.
My sister loves it. She's fine.
I'm telling you. Believe me, I love my life now, but I was not unhappy when I met Jamie. Like, I had my house, I had a job, I had a dog.
Mm-hmm.
I could come and go as I please. If I wanted to be social, I could. If I wanted to be a hermit, I did.
Yeah.
I had a PlayStation. Like, I was not unhappy. I really wasn't.
Yeah.
I really wasn't. I just, and some people would, I think, sometimes look at you like, oh, he's single, there's something wrong. I'm like, no, I'm actually good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm awesome now, but I mean, like, I was not everyone that's single is miserable.
No, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. We as friends need to kind of assess that situation, I guess. Because for years I was like, is there anybody we can set my sister up with? Is there anybody we can? Yeah. And she would be like, gosh, no, like, I'm fine. I'm good. Stop. Yeah. You know?
Like, I get it.
Right.
Don't hate the player. Hate the game. Someone texted. I forgot that, like, at the beginning of that movie, that queen's like, go kill Snow White.
Yeah, my stepdaughter.
Bring back her heart in this box.
Yes.
So I know you killed her.
It's very aggressive. I know.
I'm swear to God, I was.
Can you imagine if a movie came to the theaters today and they're like, the wicked stepmom?
It was like, I knew the queen wanted to stop Snow White because she was the fairest of them all.
Well, yeah, and she was upset.
It either blocked out of my head or I never quite realized it. That she told that dude to go stab and kill Snow White, and the dude had the knife.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of that as a kid.
Right. Disney movie murder.
And then bring back her heart in this box so I know you killed her.
Yeah, she should have technically gone to jail for attempted murder. But
I'm just saying, talk about something I missed as a kid. That now I'm like, wait, what? I did not honestly remember that scene.
Yeah.
They showed you the knife.
Yes.
He pulled it out.
Yes.
She was ready. She was accepting her fate, by the way. She did the old like, oh.
Yeah, she shielded her face like, oh,
like,
just do it.
Yeah.
She didn't try and run. She didn't try and fight back.
Like, Jesus, Snow White, fight for yourself. Anyway, I don't know. It just freaked me out last night at midnight when I was watching my son. I did not remember the order to kill Snow White. You love it. Text message random. Christian, anyway, we can call Keller and ask if he's seen Bigfoot out there camping. I don't think he's there yet.
Well, and he's not camping. I mean, he's in the woods, yes, but they're in a great big old cabin, like huge.
They're doing it big. They're going to be drinking, grilling.
Yeah.
Tickling, all kinds of funny stuff.
Christian, they're not going to be tickling each other.
We don't know they're not.
That's weird.
Tickling is
it's not on the table.
No, we don't know that it's
maybe he and his wife.
I can see him tickling his friends.
Yeah, I can see him tickling.
Well, it's Keller, so that, yeah.
I can see him yeah, who's got you? You know what I mean? Up behind you.
So he would do that, actually.
Yes, I'm telling you, he's a tickler.
He is.
He's a tickler.
I've seen him do it now that you say that.
I'm not a big tickler. I'm not big into tickling people or being tickled.
Oh, my gosh.
I find tickling very odd.
Yeah.
And it's just strange how it goes from funny to uncomfortable so quick. It's just such a quick flip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, stop it. Stop it.
Yeah.
You ever see Dane Cook's?
Yeah.
Dane Cook's clip on that?
It does get aggressive fast.
I know people get annoyed by Dane Cook, but he had that bit about tickling. It was very funny. And he was 100% right. What do you say? He goes, starts out fun, ends horrible.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. No, I think anytime I was tickled, like it was like, they're all right.
Yeah. It's true.
I don't know. Jake, you like being tickled?
No, I do not.
Can't say I blame you. Can't say I blame you. Lauren, tickled?
I don't love it. I don't know the last time I was tickled, though. So my husband would never tickle me because he hates it. Not like my husband. Like my husband,
ticklish.
I can literally like touch his kneecap and he'll.
Yeah, I call that sugar in your knees. Do you have sugar in your knees? And you tickle their knee.
I didn't know there was a name for it.
Well, there is if you're in prison. And then, but like I do. My back can be ticklish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I'm not that sensitive.
Yeah, my back can be very ticklish. Jake, are you ticklish?
I'm very ticklish, yeah.
You're very ticklish?
Yep.
Lauren, tickle Jake.
No.
I'll wait.
I am not going to tickle Jake.
I'll wait.
You turn the music up. Not gonna.
All right. What about the AM? You think Sexy Rexy's ticklish or a tickler?
I think he'd punch you if you tried to tickle him. That's my take.
Punch you?
Yeah.
No.
I think he'd be like, don't tickle me.
He's definitely a tickler.
He's a tickler.
No.
Yeah.
He's a tickler.
No. I don't think he is.
Clint is not a tickler.
Definitely not.
And I don't think he's ticklish. He would just look at you like, what are you doing?
That, or he would have like a...
Or you have to pull a microphone out of your ass. Because
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
How did he do that? Is that tickle? No. But kinda.
As it like echoes through the mic.
Oh, stop it. Keep going. Stop it. Anyway, tickling. I feel like I'm starting to annoy Jamie with my picky eating.
Well, sooner or later, I knew that was going to happen. You can only put up with it for so long, and you're like, just eat it.
And my problem is I admit if once something is in my head, I'm done. Once you've planted the seed of something, I'm done. And it's to the point now where like she thinks I don't like meals that she's cooked that I actually like. Like she made homemade pasta sauce the other day and homemade meatballs, and she didn't think I like it. I had 2 plates. Why would I? I don't have a poker face. I'm not gonna eat.
No, you don't.
I won't eat it.
That's true.
But yesterday she was like, "Well, I'll make chicken soup today," and I need you to tell me if this is weird. I really do. Jake too. Both of you are in this room. I need to know. So as I was in the kitchen, I brought home the food because it was a pickup grocery shop. I didn't like look at it. I just figured it was stuff for chicken
pop
noodle
the trunk,
soup. Put it all away. Here we go. So she starts making it, and I see chicken thighs.
Yeah.
On the counter,
mm-hmm.
and I go. I was like, why do you have chicken thighs out for the soup? I go, you use chicken breast for soup. I was like, I've never had chicken noodle soup in my life.
Chicken thighs are juicier. Like your meat won't dry out as fast.
Do you put chicken thighs in your chicken noodle soup?
Listen, when I cheat, when I make chicken soup, I use rotisserie chicken.
See, I love rotisserie chicken on its own. Don't like it in soup.
Oh, see, I love it in soup.
I want my soup bland, so I can just salt it.
Ew.
I don't want a flavor.
Why?
I really don't, because it's weird to me.
But then, what is it called? That water and noodles and salty water and noodles.
Chicken broth or chicken broth.
But chicken broth has flavoring.
It's supposed
chicken
to be
flavoring.
that clear, like yellow soup.
Not yellow. You want broth. You don't want.
Well, something. It shouldn't be brown.
But chicken broth is brown. Have you ever boiled a chicken to make your own broth?
So anyway, she had she ended up putting chicken breast in it to Shardy could tell.
It actually looks like urine is what it was.
Then I was like, yeah, well, I expect to see urine.
Brownish urine.
This looked like it had a brown, like a gravy. But and I'm not gonna lie, I was picking out the thigh pieces.
Christian,
I'm not eating the thigh pieces.
Do you eat Chinese chicken?
I eat General Tso's and white rice.
Do you know what that General Tso's is made out of?
Cat.
Chicken thighs.
Oh.
Don't be a dum-dum.
Oh, dum-dum. So she was like, are you really picking out? I was like, I just don't think people put chicken thighs in their chicken noodle soup.
They do, though.
Do they?
Yes, and it's a great way to save money because chicken thighs are actually really juicy and tender, but they're way cheaper than every other cut of chicken.
I just need to know. So when you make chicken noodle soup, you put thigh meat in?
Because I pull it from the rotisserie chicken and I use the whole chicken. So I have white meat and dark meat.
And honest to God, I've never heard of that before.
I use rotisserie chicken for literally everything. Chicken enchiladas. I love rotisserie chicken.
I love rotisserie chicken.
Me too. Chicken soup, rotisserie chicken. Chicken quesadillas, rotisserie chicken.
It is Q92. Again, coming up, Black College Football Hall of Fame Classic tickets to give away. Virginia State taking on Benedict College. Plus, if you go over to the live video feed of the morning show, you can click the like button, put the giraffe emoji in the comments section. If you do that, you're entered for a chance to win an African Safari Wildlife Park VIP car pass in Port Clinton. We're going to give that away at the end of the show. But right now, it is Monday. It's 9:24. So as always, we're going to be joined by News Channel 5's Mark Johnson's going to hook us up with a little look ahead at the weather. Sporting his red Cleveland shirt today. The sun's shining. He's ready to go.
I'm ready to go. How are you?
We're doing good. You have a good weekend?
It was a busy weekend. My little grandson Jack had his birthday party this weekend. He is 6 years old today.
Happy birthday,
How'd you guys celebrate?
Well, we went, they live in the Youngstown area, so we drove down there with all of his presents, and we had ice cream cake, and he opened his presents and had a good time. So
there you go. You're down near my neck of the woods in Mahoning, Trumbull County.
That's right.
Love it. Love it.
That's
beautiful.
right.
Here, Lauren, you should.
It is. I should take a trip.
You should take a trip. It's very beautiful. Very beautiful. Well, Mark, as we look ahead this week, we're talking about before we had you on here, if you're a fair person in our listening area today, you got the Stark County Fair, you got the Canfield Fair, you got week 2 high school football, you got so much going on
this
weekend, just in time for a heat wave?
Why is it always hot during Fair Week? I mean,
always does. And my kids get mad because they say the first official week back to school, it's always this hot because all they want to do is go to the pool and they can't.
And they can't. You know, that's just another reason why you shouldn't go back to school until after Labor Day.
I agree.
Much better odds of it being cooler. And I mean, you have some occasional warm days, but certainly not like we're going to have. I mean, today will be 91. You got mostly sunny skies. You got 91 degrees. You got a very light wind, so you're not going to get much of a breeze to help cool you off. Tonight will still be warm and muggy. We'll be down to 71. That's it. So, you know, clouds will be in and out, but okay, 71, warm and muggy. Tomorrow we're looking at middle 90s, 94. Okay?
With humidity.
With humidity, with heat indexes close to 100. Wednesday, you get a couple of isolated thunder showers thrown in there, but you're at 94 degrees again. Heat index values near 100. Now, this is what I posted online. If you go to a school that has no air conditioning in it, you're going to see, especially in those south-facing classrooms, you're going to see the temperature inside that classroom heat up tomorrow and Wednesday, probably 100 to 105 degrees inside that classroom.
So you're saying we're going to see some school cancellations?
There should be. There should be some school cancellations.
That's cruel. I remember in elementary school, we did not have air. And not only did we not have air, they would open the windows, which meant
your
bees.
teacher had that big stick, that metal stick. She'd go like that and open all the windows.
Which would mean bees would come into the classroom, and then we'd all be freaking out because bees would be roaming around the classroom.
Yeah.
Awful.
That's exactly how it went. Actually.
Yeah.
And the bees would come in.
Yeah, and you couldn't pay attention because you're like, I'm gonna get stung. I'm gonna get stung.
Like, sit still.
I mean, what kind of learning goes on in a classroom where the temperature is 102 degrees for 6 hours or 7 hours?
Not having air is cruel for these kids when it's that hot.
You can't do it. You really do.
Especially when you're sending them back to school 3 weeks before they should be back in school. I mean, weather-wise.
Well, and shout out to all of our college goers. I know that Walsh University does not have air conditioning in their dorms. I believe at Mount, they do not have air conditioning in their dorms because you drive by and you see all those box fans in the window once you know the college kids are back.
Yep, that's right. And they're all back too. So the heat's gonna impact everybody this week. Now, Wednesday or Thursday, we probably will cool it off a little bit. We'll have a front coming in, so we'll be back in the middle 80s, upper 80s on Thursday, so not quite as hot. But for the next 3 days, and then even on Friday, it looks like we're going to be right around 90 degrees again. So this is going to be a very hot week for the kids.
Yeah, it is.
Because week one, man, for high school football was so beautiful and comfortable for that first.
It sure was.
Beautiful.
We sat outside until around midnight because it was so nice out. You just put on eventually you had to put on a hoodie because it got chilly, but it was nice.
A little bit. High school last week was cool. This week we're making up for it with the heat coming back. Again, you got the Stark County Fair, Canfield Fair. There's nothing better than 95-degree poop.
Yeah.
Not cow poop. You're right. There is nothing.
I don't need to say any more. We all have the visual.
Yeah. Yeah.
We all know the smell too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all have the smell.
Part of the fair, you're like, those aren't elephant ears. Like, no. It's not anymore. It's not.
No.
Not anymore. It's not.
So this is about the time of year, though, too, where we have some seasonal allergies starting to flare up. We've actually had a couple of people text. You remember the lady last week? And she's like, is anybody else's allergies going nuts? I mean, when can we expect to kind of see that shift, too, Mark?
Well, we all of a sudden had the ragweed pollen after all the rain we had the week before. The ragweed pollen just went crazy. So the ragweed started releasing its pollen last week, and the ragweed pollen is extremely high. And in the Canton area, it's been to a level where it's almost at the top. I mean, it goes to about, we go from 0 to 12 on our allergy scale, and we were in the 10.8 range. So, I mean, almost to 11 for ragweed pollen. So it's about as high as it can get. And it's going to remain high with this heat and humidity and not much wind to blow that allergy out of the air. Those pollen, the pollen particles out of the air, it's just going to settle right near the ground. If you're going outside, you're going to sweat. It's going to cling to you. You're going to have to go in, change your clothes, wash your face and hair. You're going to have to get all that pollen off of you, or you'll take it to bed with you. Let's face it.
Okay, then I've got to say something because my husband, I'll have to say something to him, like get a shower right before bed. Trust me, he has no qualms. The man will get a shower first thing, go out, cut the grass, work in the yard, take another shower. Like he'll take 3 showers a day.
As many as it takes.
Yeah.
You're going to need to. You're going to need to, not just because of the heat and you're sweating, but because of the pollen you're going to bring in as well.
I didn't even think about that, but makes sense.
Mark, we were driving up from the Youngstown area to Canton yesterday, and we're on 76, and I'm looking around, and there's already a tiny hint of changing leaves on some of the trees on 70.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I said, it's August.
Our dogwood in the garden right outside the kitchen window started to change.
It's already starting, Mark?
Yeah, it's already, every year, late August, you have some trees starting to turn, some maple trees start to turn, some of the stressed trees. And we have been in a drought for part of the summer. There's been a lot of improvement there, but still, we've been in a drought. So there are some plants and trees that are stressed. So they're going to start to change their color a little bit sooner. It's not unusual to have trees begin to turn in late August, and that's right where we are. And September is right around the corner.
Yes, it is. So there we go. So when you're going to the fairs, according to Mark, it's going to be hot. Allergies, yes.
Yes, and yes, and flaming bags of cow doo-doo.
Doo-doo at the fair.
This is not the week to forget deodorant.
No way.
But people at the fair will.
Oh,
doesn't matter, but they will. And there'll always be that girl walking around in heels.
Oh my gosh.
There's heel girl shows up and offensive t-shirt.
There'll be a lot of boots too, though.
There'll be a lot of cowboy boots and big, thick, heavy boots.
There'll be a lot of stuff going. That's why it's fun to go to the fair.
There you go.
You get to see all
Have an elephant ear, like you said.
There you go. It'll all be better. Mark, always a pleasure. Thank you so much. Have a great week.
Stay cool, everybody.
There you go. That's the best. Mark Johnson, News Channel 5. No one does it better. And he gives us a look at the forecast every week. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
really does.
We're very fortunate that we have such a seasoned meteorologist that works with us here at the station and has for so many years.
The man could go viral at any moment.
He could. You never know. He's done it before. He'll do it again.
And him and his wife are two of the nicest humans.
Yes, they really are.
You'll ever meet in your life.
So much fun to hang out with and be around too.
Absolutely.
He's the life of the party when he's around.
He makes the Christmas party.
He sure does.
He does. Q92, everybody. That was Mark Johnson. Thank you so much. Every Monday, 9 o'clock hour, he hooks us up with a look ahead at the forecast. Still to come, though, on the show, we're hooking you guys up. Black College Football Hall of Fame Classic this Sunday, September 1st, Virginia State, Benedict College. Hear the cue to call. We're going to give away a pair of tickets to that game. And before we get out of here, someone that goes over, and you can do it right now if you haven't yet, go to the live video feed of the Q92 Morning Show on Q92's Facebook and YouTube. Click the like button, put the giraffe in the comments section. We're going to hook one of you up with an African Safari Wildlife Park car pass. It's all coming up later this hour. Right now, it's Benson Boone. Slow it down on Q. So I was wondering, who, if you could just fire anyone at your job, who's the name of the person you would fire and why? Just first name. And the text line lit up a little bit. You guys apparently want to say who you would fire. So let's get into the text here. These are names of people that listeners would fire if they could. Bye-bye, Mary, with a waving emoji. Jen, she's a horrible know-it-all. So Jen would be fired.
All right.
Stephanie, Dan, and Ronnie, I would fire. You're firing 3 people.
Wow.
I'd fire Mike. He's the mole. Uh-oh, we found the mole. Raphael, you're fired. Someone said on the text line. Oh, that's funny. Pam, because she looks like a bulldog. Well, now we're getting personal. Now, wow.
Yeah.
My old job, Amy. No personality and cause negative vibes all around. Amy, be gone.
Yep.
Steven, he sucks at life and can't do his job right to save his life. I'd rather do both my job and his just so it would make my actual job easier. I give him 0 of 5 stars. Damn.
Sounds like he's the worst.
Steven, you're fired. Melissa, for her lack of notice when she has appointments and having to cover hours for her continuously. All right, she's fired. I'd fire Phyllis because she's never at her desk, then bitches she's behind in work.
There's always one of them.
A woman will groom herself that day if there's a chance to meet someone that night.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that whole thing, but you do if you think you're going to get lucky that night, even if it's with your husband. You know what I mean? Like, even when you're married, that still translates.
I got you. I agree.
You're not going to meet anybody else to be with. But you're doing it for.
Like, all right, I'm going to make sure,
Yeah.
it's smooth sailing, if you will.
Correct.
Women believe in fairy tales and will look at most men in the first 30 seconds as if they could be the prince they've been looking for.
I think women do believe in fairy tales. I think a lot of men think that like don't be stupid because love's not like that. I think it can be though. Do I think that women look at men and make that judgment in 30 seconds? No.
Okay.
So I think half of that's true.
Finally, if a woman really likes a man, she will spend all day trying to look good for him and still not feel perfect. Yet at the same time, she will not be made up and feel perfect. I know what the hell that meant.
I was with you on the first half.
If a woman really likes a man, those are important, she will spend all day trying to look good for him and still not feel perfect,
Yeah, but you could have left it at that. But then it goes on to say what?
Yet at times, she will not be made up and feel perfect.
Oh, I see what they're saying. I feel like the latter would be awesome if you're with somebody that makes you feel that way.
Listen, as far as girls go, I love it. Don't get me wrong. Love the girl in the tight black dress and the heels. Looks sexy.
We
know.
There's
something just as sexy
about Joey Potter.
The Joey Potter look.
I
know. Girl next door in the hoodie, the hair in a ponytail.
Oh. I don't know why. I have pictures of Jamie unpacking right now. So she's doing the, I'm going to just throw on a hat and a t-shirt and you literally following her around the house trying to.
Honest to God.
She's trying to unpack boxes.
Get over here. Hi, mine, precious.
Yeah.
Boobies. No, but there are times when I find myself truly,
Are you my new neighbor? Sorry. You look like the girl next door.
But, and Jake, tell me if you're the same at this, or maybe you're not. But when I find myself looking at Jamie sometimes and being like, man, look, she is so cute. Control yourself. Sometimes when she's just in normal ass, like a sweatpants or tights and a hoodie with her hair up, I'll look at her and you're gone. What do you do? I can't have a conversation. Jake, you have to speak.
I'm here.
We've lost Lauren.
Okay, right.
I don't even know what I said, but we've lost Lauren. She's gone.
It was just you your voice. I have this visual of you following around the house and she could get nothing done.
It's not that far off. It really, really, unfortunately is. Well, do you find yourself looking at Star when she's just kind of you know what I mean? And casual and you're like, man, she is so cute.
No, for sure. It takes a special type of girl to look good in a hoodie.
Oh,
and when you do, you have the right one.
Oh, when you're in the house, you look across the room and she got the hoodie on, the hair's up in a messy ponytail, and she's doing something. You're just like, oh. And then you chase her around the house. So she locks the door. You have to go stay at your mother's.
I wish after 20 years of 23 years of marriage that still held water, but
doesn't happen. No. Doesn't do that. Doesn't chase you around.
No.
I'm gonna get you. Blow me one last kiss on today's hit music, Q92. That is a Q to Call. Black College Football Hall of Fame Classic happening this Sunday, September 1st. Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, Virginia State taking on Benedict College. You could be there. We're giving away a pair of tickets right now. 330-450-9292. Caller 10. The tickets are yours. Right now it's Jack Harlow. Loving on Me. It's Q92. Listen to this. This is, I'm not gonna say it's irked me. Maybe not bothered me, but it's irked me since I've been told this. Now, obviously, we are both in our 40s. We're not spring chickens anymore.
No.
I don't think we're old, but we're certainly not young.
No, not as young as we used to.
No, we got Jake over here, 25-year-old Jake.
Yeah, retiring from concerts and whatnot.
Yeah. Calling it quits at 25. I've done all I can in this life. It's time to retire.
Hanging it up.
And just enjoy what's left of my life at 25. But obviously, as you get older, things change in your body.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Some of you lose.
That's like after you have babies, your boobs go.
The boobs sag. You pee all the time.
When you sneeze, especially.
Guys, things happen. You lose hair. Hair turns gray. All of a sudden, ear hair and nose hair become a thing. That's something I can't understand.
Do you use a trimmer?
I have an awesome one that goes up my nose with a light.
Mm-hmm.
And not one of those weird, it's a nice one. It's really
Why do
cool.
you need a light? It's for up there.
Came with a light. So you can see where that hair. I have this one nose hair. Unrelated to what I want to talk about.
Does it curl over the bridge?
No. It is the straightest sideways nose hair you've ever seen in your life. I'm telling you, it looks like if you were making the divide sign, the straight line with the dot, it's the straight, and it goes across, and it'll start to touch.
Yeah, but if you do the tool, doesn't it just zip it off?
Sometimes it fights it. I don't know what happened.
Is it? I wonder if it's wiry.
It's the straightest nose hair you could ever imagine. It doesn't curl.
Are the rest of them curly?
It doesn't go down. It just is
doesn't sag. Yeah.
If you're watching the video,
it's rigid and straight.
Craziness.
Interesting.
And it bothers the hell. Then I have a couple of they go peekaboo. They start coming out of the nose a little bit. And you got to trim them.
Yeah. Then it's time.
Ear hair. Since I've gotten older.
Well, I'm married to an Italian man. So.
I don't know what happened. So the hair on my head stops, but my ear explodes.
Is it coming from your canal?
Everywhere, outside, top, canal.
Yeah, with Tony, it was always these rando, from the earlobe itself. I'll be like, ooh, hold on, and I'll
just insane. All right, and even my facial hair, there's a lot more gray in it than there used to be, and that I don't like that, to be honest with you. And I still say COVID made it worse. I swear to you, no, I can't prove it. Can't prove it. I just know I had some. I got COVID. I started growing a beard again. All of a sudden, I was like, "Hello, Santa." I was like, "What in the blue hell?" Overnight.
Get some just for men.
I have. I've worn it to work.
I didn't notice.
You guys didn't even notice. Jamie wanted me to do it. She's like, we'll get the one that just blends and see if anyone calls you out. No one called me out for 2 days. Then I washed it out. I didn't like it at all. You feel like you have makeup on.
I want you to dye it dark.
You feel like you have makeup on. It's weird. I don't know how.
It makes your skin cakey or something?
It felt that way to me.
Okay.
Yeah, we did it, and we let no one. I was waiting for someone to months ago.
Oh,
waiting for one of you guys to be like, "Hey, bro," but we didn't do the full. We did the blend.
Well, that's cop out then.
What? It still counted. I still used it.
I understand that.
It looked fake to me. I didn't even think it looked real.
That would be me being like, "Do you see your name?" Well, I used a crayon. Yes, it was clear, but I still used it.
I'm just saying.
Do you think they have sex in space?
I think you can. I mean, obviously you can.
I mean, we wouldn't have any problems. Never mind. I can't say it. I don't know if I can say it.
Well, I mean, it'd be a lot slower. I mean, you know what I mean?
Well, it would be easier to rise to the occasion, is my point.
You know what I mean? Get back here. I'm going to get you.
I'm just saying,
it'd be the slowest sex of all time.
If they don't have partners and they're up there and they're like, dude, we might not make it back to Earth.
I think the people up there are a lot more. I don't want. Nerd is not a good word, but they're very much there to do their scientific work.
Are you trying to say they're more mature?
this?
Candace.
Hey, Candace, where are you calling from this morning?
Candace.
All right, Candace, congratulations. You're calling number 10. You're the winner.
I'm excited. Thank you.
Very
You're
well.
very welcome. Yes, you scored a pair of tickets to the Black College Football Hall of Fame Classic, where Virginia State's going to take on Benedict College. Just tell everybody your favorite station hooking you up, making you a winner.
Q92.
There you go. Congratulations. And Lauren, for those that want to win that African Safari Wildlife Park VIP car pass, last chance.
Yeah, head over to Facebook and YouTube. Find that live video stream where you see Christian and I and Jake live in studio. Give it a like. Drop the giraffe emoji in the comments. We're moments away from pulling our very next VIP car pass winner.
It's all coming up right here on Q92. A molecular biologist made headlines for his highly controversial artificial womb concept. This is what he originally...
Artificial wound?
Womb.
Oh, womb.
This is what he originally became. You're like, what the hell are you talking about? He has a new design, the world's first head transplant system.
Get out of here.
Hashem Al-Ghalia, a Dubai-based scientist and filmmaker. He's now aiming to help push forward the idea of transplanting a head onto a donor body for people suffering from cancer or paralysis. He recently released a video explaining the tech, which dubs Brain Bridge. It's getting a lot of attention online.
I understand that, but once you sever the nerves in the neck and everything, aren't you paralyzed from the waist down?
Brain Bridge's proposed head transplantation process involves attaching a patient's head onto a brain-dead donor body with the goal of preserving the patient's consciousness, memories, and cognitive ability.
I call BS.
He said the procedure could be available within 8 years.
You want to know how we end up with zombies?
Thanks to the integration of advanced robotics and AI.
This is how we end up with zombies. Real life zombies.
Not zombies. My guess, cyborgs.
Whatever.
We're gonna get cyborgs. That's worse to me. Cyborg, you can't shoot a cyborg. Ting. Because metal. But you see RoboCop.
They bomb them.
There's gonna be a bunch of RoboCops running around. Be a
No, I
bunch
was
of Johnny
thinking
Number
RoboCop.
5. Short Circuit.
Yeah.
Remember that movie?
I do. That was the old one.
Number 5 is alive. You're like, what the hell? I'm telling you, cyborgs. This to me is cyborgs. RoboCop is going to happen.
This is not good.
I don't think. And again, this is coming from someone who has no expertise in anything really. So I have nothing to base this on. But I don't see how you're going to take a head and put it on another human's body. But I could see you taking that head and putting it on some type of exoskeleton robotic body, aka RoboCop in real life. I could see that. That to me is more believable than
what's his name?
Than I die and Jake needs a body and they cut his head off and put it on my body.
Yeah.
I could see a lot more if they put. I'm a robot.
There's so many loopholes here. I mean, because what if you're 87 years old and you have a bad heart? And you want a transplant or something like that, but you still have the same shell and a bad heart. You see what I don't know. Like,
imagine having like an 80-year-old head on a 25-year-old body.
Oh, that'd be weird.
That'd be awesome.
Like a banging body and like a really old looking face.
Get over here, whippersnapper. Huh? What else did Dr. Frankenstein have to say? Someone said
exactly.
On the Just telling you what I was reading. Again, with the integration of advanced robotics and artificial intelligence, he thinks in 8 years.
No.
He can have this ready to go.
He's delusional, and someone gave him a head transplant, and that's why he's not making any sense. I'm sorry. How long did it take us to do the first facial transplant? And that didn't go... I mean, it happened, but they didn't look normal.
Well, someone had to be patient one. You know what I mean? Your cookies don't come out great the first batch you ever make. You got to get
Sometimes they do.
You got to get good at it. Okay, well, that guy kind of messed up his first batch, okay? What are you going to do? I'm sure he's better now. But I'm telling you.
I don't see people in the news getting face transplants all the time.
Cyborgs. I'm telling you. Cyborgs. This could happen.
No, I say
I'm going to put
zombies.
this. You can't make a zombie because you're not going to put a human body on another human. You're just not. You know how long you'd have to be sitting there connecting nerves and stuff and testing them out?
That's why when you said this, I was like, wait a second. There would be paralysis involved.
How much would it screw with your mental status to wake up with someone else's body, tats, piercing, etc.? I don't know.
Yeah,
if it was your only option, if it was that or death or paralysis.
Well, you're already going to have paralysis because they're going to go shunk and chop your head off and put a new one on.
Listen, I don't have the logistics. I just know he thinks he can do it. But now, to me, that tells me cyborgs will happen. Now I'm putting cyborgs in the same pile as the dinosaurs will be back.
Which is also bad news.
And robots will take over the world.
20 years is going to have people with different heads on their bodies and dinosaurs wreaking havoc.
Real quick, because we're late. But here's a positive. Let me give you a positive spin. Because I do believe the robots and AI are going to try to take over. But if we get to this technology and we get enough people to become cyborgs, we'll have like robots, good robots, with human stuff that will fight on our side against the robots. Q92. And that's going to about do it for us here this morning. But before we get out of here, everyone that went over to the live video feed on Q92's Facebook or YouTube page, you went there, you clicked the like button, you put the giraffe emoji into the comment section. You did that for a chance for Lauren to pick you and make you a winner of 6-person African Safari Wildlife Park VIP car pass. Time to see who it paid off for. Lauren, who is our winner today?
Today is Becky Seitch Marasco.
There you go, Becky. Congratulations just for going over, checking out the live video feed, and putting the giraffe emoji in the comments section. You just got yourself a 6-person African Safari Wildlife Park VIP car pass. There you go. You are all set. We'll be contacting you how you can pick that up. We'll be doing that all week, guys. So be sure you're checking out our live video stream of the morning show that's every day from 7 to 10 on Q92's Facebook and on Q92's YouTube page. A big thank you to Mark Johnson from News Channel 5 for joining us this morning. Thank you, guys, for your stories, your interactions, and your phone calls. Appreciate you guys very much. We hope you have a great day. Hopefully you stay cool out.
Yeah.
Nicholas?
Today's the day I would ask you to wait until after dinner and the sun's going down, maybe to go for a walk.
Yeah.
I always tell you to get out and enjoy it.
Yeah, maybe enjoy it around 6 or 7. Have a great day, everybody. Nicolina's on vacation this week, so you will not hear her. Keller will be here this afternoon. Ryan at night, as always. And have a great day. Thank you so much for listening. Jake, what do you got for the good people?
Love you. Bye.
There you go, everybody. Have a great day. It's Teddy Swims the Door on Q.